Hello everyone, welcome. Hope you all are doing well today. We are in the midst of trying to build out this Taunt tank team. I'm gonna just do the little YouTube things first, and then we'll get into explaining the build. Cool, I can hear myself, great. Alright, sorry, my voice is a little crackly. Okie dokie, so the idea with the build is that we're going to... Sorry, I just saw something stream. The idea with the build is we want Heiner and Nenukil to taunt. I originally was trying to make it just a singular taunt tank. There's a couple of problems with that. One problem. We don't exactly get a lot of value out of a single taunter. In the sense that, one, the whole idea behind this build is we're going to use reactive laser on Heiner. It transforms damage, which is great, actually. We're going to be making use of that as best we can. But also when we block, deal 5 damage to all monsters and apply 1 burn to all monsters, last 12 uses. This is... I mean, it's not good, but like it makes use of Taunt and makes use of the attacks being directed towards Heiner. And I'm doing well, Kevon. How are you? I'm just going to explain the build real quick. And then the problem with this is that it doesn't exactly make use of the new resistance perks, and I really wanted to make use of those. And now, how do I make use of those? Well, we kind of have to use thorns. I think it's mandatory. So we're going to be having Nenukil be taunting, and in order to make use of the hit points that we're going to protect with all these resistance buffs from Zeal, because I really wanted to use this perk. This is like the main perk I'm trying to build around with this whole taunt tank idea, is just to have someone who can be so tanky with all the Zeals stacked up to 10 that we should be a-okay to take hits with them going forward. One downside with this team is we don't have Insulate. There's no easy way to access Insulate. We might be able to get it from an item here or there, maybe, and even if we do, it's likely not super worth it, so it's going to be kind of awkward. But we should be able to get enough resistances anyways. We do have the Taunt perk as well, as terrible as this is a terrible perk. Don't spend your perk points on this. This thing sucks. However, I'm doing it. Taunt on this hero also increases fire, cold, and lightning resist by 10% per charge. The reason I'm going elemental is because elemental is just the thing that tends to get reduced the most on heroes. Like, it has the highest threshold to be reduced in resistances, so... And there's just a lot of scary enemies like the Hydra, not that we're fighting the Hydra, and Ignito, which we are fighting Ignito, that deal elemental damage. So those are generally the reasons why. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'll go over the perks real quick. We have money and stuff on Magnus. Now, because we're having 2 taunt tanks, I didn't spend resistance or health perks on Magnus and Laia. Could be a little bit sketchy. We do have speed perks, we have fast and slow, we have block, we have fortify. Everybody's got thorns, because thorns is going to be very nice for us all the way through the early and mid game, and hopefully even late game somewhat, although I'm a little less confident in the late game, to be honest. But we'll find out. Sanctify is definitely going to be nice in the early game. We bought Jellyfish. We spent our gold perfectly. Did not plan that out or anything. It just happened to be the way the shop worked out. I was going to have +3 block. Like, I was going to have full block charges on Laia, but then I ended up wanting to keep the blessed charges around. I don't know if that's correct. I'm not sure if I'd just rather have the +3 block, but I'm hoping between Magnus and Nenu, especially in the late game, we're going to have enough block on everybody. This might not be true, but hopefully is true enough. So we'll find out. And then with Heiner, we got all the resistance perks because he is still going to take hits. Like, it's going to happen, and Heiner has some of the best resistances in the game. It's more worth taking these resistance perks on Heiner than any other character in the game, just because his base resistances are so high. We have the extra taunt, so like the idea is like Heiner and Nenu are going to be taunting at all times. Nenukil also starts with a card that can taunt, as does Heiner, which is one of the reasons that we're using these two. I'm going to try to make Heiner deal some actual damage with reactive laser, which I've never done before. It's just a little side experiment for this. So we have like the standard carry perks, but he's going to be using them horribly. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we have almost full health perks on Nenu. I wanted to go full health perks, but I couldn't quite fit it in. I do like the extra energy. Nenu really needs extra energy, so having this on turn 2 is nice. Laia is going to get refunded energy on 6 cost cards. More on that later. But we have the Infuse perk to make him extra tanky. We have the Fortify perks on both Nenu and Heiner. I think Nenu's actually going to be the one taking Lava Axe. But we'll see. He doesn't have any of the like burn or fire perks at all, so it's a little bit awkward, but there's a reason for it, since he's going to be able to attack a lot with his level 3. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything on the perk side. We built out our decks. Mostly we have 500 shards to spare, and now I can take a look at chat for a second. Whoa, chat's going. Can you take Cold Snap on Heiner? Sadly not. Alright. And hello, Lilac Wine. Hope you're doing well. You're sick as always, but doing fine. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Yeah, I did have a wonderful Christmas. It was very nice. Reactive lasers, procs of off curses, just saying. Ooh. I'm gonna spend all my perk points on the taunt perk. You can't stop me. You can spend 3 of them, and I can't stop you. But I'd recommend not. You're telling me I can't take all 3 of them at the same time? I know. Honestly, it should just be like, literally, that should be a perk. Like, it should be all 3. Because, like, taunting is so dangerous, especially in Madness 18. Like, this taunting gets you killed really often. It's a really tough thing. Excuse me. Yeah, and to keep on answering the question, Lilac, but there is no chest on Madness 18. The amount of gold and shards that we start with is we get 250 golden shards per hero. Like, you start getting golden shards per hero once you lose access to the chests, but it does mean that, yes, we we have 1,000 golden shards to spend at the start if we don't spend anything on, like, any of our perks on golden shards. So it's a little bit rough. Yeah, I think it's like Madness 3 that you stop having them as well. So yeah, all these different restrictive modifiers that make the game a heck of a lot more difficult are standing in our way. So this is a big part of the reason for the perks we have. Like, we're always taking energy on, like, everyone. Yeah, it's pretty good to have. Okay, now spend the rest of our shards. So Inspire. Inspire cards are good because they are cheap and they let you fix your draw on certain characters, which can matter a lot in changing the course of combat here and there. So we're going to have Magnus being our main blocker, though Nenukil is going to block a lot as well, but mainly for himself. One thing that we do want for him is Stone Skin. It's just good that he has access to Thorns. It's one of the reasons that him taunting is going to be nice. We bought a Trace for him. Nobody's going to have an ideal deck here just because we're going to be very tight on shards. I didn't spend any golden shards on, or I spent very little golden shards on Nenukil and Heiner here, so they're not offering a lot to the team in that regard. So it's all on Laia and Magnus. And I'm just kind of winging it. This is definitely a very winging it strategy. We do have Barbed Wire on both Magnus and Laia, and then Nenu got Caltrops, so we could buy another Caltrops. We actually got lucky. We got one in one of our divinations, our one and only divination, because we spent so much money on items and pets. I don't regret my choices. We really like Horned Helmet. Starting with extra block is great. Starting with plus 10% resistances is nice, and of course we have the 5 thorns, which is beautiful. Jellyfish is going to help us with the healing. We need help with healing. Long story short, we're bad. Sorry. We're bad at healing, and it's going to be pretty rough, like, to keep everybody full health when they start getting bleed and poison on them. Like, we're not going to be good at healing at the end of fights. It's one of the reasons we're keeping Fast Strikes on Magnus, is that he can attack into Sanctify, and we have the Holy Novas on Laia so that they can add Sanctify on. I thought about maybe going Leech, and honestly, it'd probably be like a cheaper, better option, but I wanted to make use of Jellyfish again. I don't think Jellyfish is bad, but it is really tough spending 700 gold. Alright. Some of these I don't care too much. I'm a save scummer. Wait, you can buy more than one card from the shop? Like, more than one of each, I mean? Yeah! So far, shops have offered me one of each card, so I can only buy one Caltrops on each of my characters. Am I doing something wrong? If I'm not mistaken... Okay, no. You can buy one card only of uncommons. So uncommons, you have the max of 1. Commons, you have the max of 2. So for Caltrops, the reason I can buy another Caltrops is because I got this one in a divination in here. We did a basic divination. Divinations can be very, very strong and valuable for your team. I don't really recommend them highly. One, if you already have like chests where you can spend a bunch of money on cards and stuff, and you're not restricted in rarity on shards. So like if you're playing at a lower madness level, divinations aren't going to get you a ton of bang for your buck. They can be fun though. But they start to become more and more valuable the higher up you go. One of the things it allows us to do is a basic divination gives you access to rare cards, which can be very impactful. Some of the best cards in the game are rare, like Divine Power, for instance. And yeah, it's just there's a lot you can get out of them. But the fast ones also just give you common and uncommon cards, which a lot of the cards we're keeping throughout the game start at common or uncommon. Like these Caltrops, they're going to be here all game. Stone Skin as well. So it's nice to have. Alright. Gotta think a little bit more here. What else do we want? So, we don't have Uproot. Uproot's not a huge deal for us. We're not attacking into enemies a whole lot. And most of the time when we do, we'll have a lot of block. So I'm not really worried about Thorns. We're the ones that are going to make our enemies worry about Thorns. We aren't doing a lot of speed control with Nenukil, which is probably bad, honestly. It's so hard to fit all the perks that you want to on a tank. I think one of the tough parts about madness levels is and just perks in general, is you kind of have to choose between whether you want to have a bunch of resistances and health, or whether you have all the other stats. And oftentimes all the other stats are going to work out very nicely for you. However, I will say being like tankier can be enough sometimes, but it's really tricky because like the times where it's not enough, you'll feel really, really bad about taking the perks. There are no stupid questions. There are definitely stupid plays though. Yeah, but only I can make them. Don't talk about divinations. When I killed Bessa, I did divs for legit 2-3 hours. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, honestly, like, yeah, 50 hours in, like, you're gonna be learning the game for at least 200 hours. At least it was about the 200-hour mark where I started to play on the Madness 16 at the time. Yeah, that was... And I'm still learning more about the game. It's a very complex and difficult game to fully wrap your head around, and I certainly have not fully wrapped my head around all the possibilities. I'm not going to be the best player at the game or anything, but I have done a lot of challenge runs. And yeah, okay, so we still have 439 shards. I really don't know where I want to spend these. There's a lot of good options, so like we could fix our draw a little bit more by getting some scry on Laia. I don't know that I want to get rid of block cards though. We could get more Thorns on everybody by getting one more Caltrops on Nenu. Generally, that's just going to be a really strong play for this team. However, we don't have Dispel yet. I actually think I'd take Upgraded Dispel here. Now that I look at it further, I also probably take a Healing Rain. We're going to want Healing Rain. We're going to be facing Belfior. There's just a lot of fire damage in general that goes around. And we want to keep our block for a lot of things. So, unfortunately, Laia's doing a lot here. She's got a lot of duties. We're going to get rid of one Holy Nova simply because the deck is too expensive. And then what? I'm keeping Perseverance because this is part of the card I want to take advantage of later. We're going to add Zeal to a Nenukil, most likely, as part of our Taunt tanker. and he's going to be able to resist things pretty well, or Heiner sometimes, because just getting a fat amount of zeal is going to be good. It only falls off 1 a turn, so if I overcharge Perseverance later on, if I can get like a free upgrade on it or something, we'll be able to stack like 7 or 8 zeal on Heiner, and then he should be resistant for the rest of the fight. And that'll be good for us. I don't know, do I just run with like 16 cards in the deck right now? The problem is that like we need a lot of things. Laia is doing too much. I definitely feel that. She has to play support, buffing heroes, blocking for heroes, giving them inspire, giving them energized. She has to do, and dispelling everything. Like, she's doing way too much, and I can't fix that right now. There's always a worse card. Oh yeah. Can you buy Sai in Act 1, or is it Act 2 locked? No, you can buy Sai in Act 1. Sai is very good. I'll definitely be doing some shenanigans with Sai later on. But I don't want to focus on Leech this run. We've been using Leech a lot lately, so I was going to do a little bit less. And yeah, don't worry about not having beaten the final boss yet even, or moving on to Madness levels. Honestly, take your time, learn the game, have fun at your own pace. I'm sorry, it will be probably a little bit difficult to follow the stream. At least I've been told that in the past. One other thing we could get here is a barricade. Could be good. We could get like an expected prophecy that we can't upgrade it, so it's not really worth buying right now. Yeah. Oh, and don't get me wrong, like there's always a worse card, true. But part of the problem is like sometimes I want the value of the expensive cards and sometimes I want the value of the zero cost cards, and I don't know which I want for the fights that are coming up until they kind of happen. And once they happen, generally I'm happier to like filter my deck out with like a card like Trace, or if we get Scries, like I'll probably pick up any free Scries I see, so that we can filter through a little bit better. Like we'll probably still be picking up Expected Prophecy later, but yeah, like. And like we want Healing Rain. Healing Rain is a tech card for a lot of fights, but like won't be good in a fair number of fights as well. Like it literally will just kind of be a dead draw, and that's okay. Like it's fine to have dead draws early, especially because like we're not planning on winning in 1 or 2 turns. We're planning on taking as many turns as it takes, so it shouldn't be that bad. The only other thing I would want is probably just more attacks on Heiner. Like, he's got nothing. He's got, like, no attacks. I guess, honestly, helping hands on Heiner would also be better than, like, an intercept, right? So, we could do that. That's gonna be better. We don't mind guard. Having Heiner reinforce, like, other people's fortify is still gonna be good. Steel Skin upgraded will be better later. Could also buy a Ground Slam later, but this should be fine for now. Probably should have got rid of this Under Armor now that I think about it. Whatever, we're fine. Let's move out. Let's explore. I've not checked this shop yet. Let's take a look at the items they carry. Yeah, tourist map. It's nice for speed control sometimes. Gloves of Agility is a very good way to survive, but it kind of defeats the purpose of taunting. We are facing a Jasper early on. That's never a good sign. Oh boy. No, we're not doing a statue because we have the Honest Work event, so we're going to be getting... do you plan ahead what route you want to take? Yes, generally, like, I know what route I'm taking because we're always going hatch. I did re-roll seeds until I found a portal. Actually, I didn't actually have to re-roll seeds for this particular run. I just kind of happened to find a seed that I liked first thing. However, usually I will re-roll seeds for portal, so that we can take the more optimal route and get a ton of fights early on. Oh, God. I was like, what happened here? We're facing a Jasper and a Squirrel. It's actually one of the worst combos for us because the Squirrel is just always faster than Magnus. They start at 21 speed. And I was like, I was faster than Jasper because Jasper's 19. However, Magnus is only 20, so he gets slowed by the Squirrel early on, and thus we lost. Now, this headbutt doesn't always have to happen. It just did happen, which sucks. But oh well. Not much I can do about that. We'll try to preserve HP here. But yeah, this is just an unlucky fight. Plus we're facing multiple fire enemies. And the sheep is also fairly damaging early on, though they haven't done their most damaging attack. Ay. Bad fight. Now, we're going to be playing Strong Magnet a lot. Probably not playing guard this turn. Am I going to do a Holy Nova? Maybe not. Kind of want to get the other stuff going. Not enough damage. Let's get as much thorns out as possible. And a ton of block. And okay, so... Can remove the slow there. Heiner can get some extra draw. Heiner's draw isn't going to be that valuable early on. Actually going to be better off helping out Nenu. But we can do a little bit. Scroll getting to go again this soon sucks. But again, I just can't do anything about that. That's unfortunately gonna have to be the way it is. We could block a little bit more. I should save on this turn to see if I need to block a little bit more. Chances are I do. But at least Heiner can heal back up off of the Sanctify. That's why the jellyfish is nice. Holy smoke, that's a lot of damage. That's the first fight. Yeah. Random combats can be very scary. And yeah, Madness 18. Monsters all get extra damage, extra speed, and extra health. So things get crazy. However, the more and more perks you have, the more you can scale and keep up, and the better your like knowledge gets with like deck building, the more you can hang in there with all the crazy things that enemies do. Though there's certain enemies that it won't be as fair. Don't worry, I'll complain about them later. Kevon's heard me complain about them a million times. Are you going red-blue? That way you get the Tyrant Necklace, Purple Wolf Slayer after Lava Axe. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah. I do want to get the Tyrant Necklace just because, like, it seems so fitting for this run. Tyrant Necklace, for those who don't know, gives you extra Fortify and Taunt charges, as well as a decent amount of resistances. It's actually like a fine ring. But yeah. Who needs the block? I guess you're still tanking. Yeah, as long as Nenukil's tanking, we want to buff him up a little bit. I guess adding more barbed wire is good. We need Jasper to hurt himself more on this next turn. Fun fact, if an enemy dies while attacking you, they don't apply their statuses. That's also true of your heroes attacking enemies. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna focus on harming this imp here. Otherwise, we'll likely take too much damage. Unfortunate that we're taking the bleed damage. Again, this is just gonna be a bad fight for us. Okay, the slow here is nice. We can get extra block before they get to go. And they get to attack us. But they didn't attack fully. Yeah, we're in danger. This imp blows up in a turn. Okay, we wanted the Laia on pause. It does some stuff for now. But I think primarily we're banking on Heiner just having block into damage from shield charge. Yeah, exactly this. Perfect. Thank you for the showcase, Heiner. So I think we have the damage. Yeah, just draw first. We get our extra block. 49. Cool. Ooh. Like I said, it's going to be tough keeping our health up for a while, especially in these types of cases. Now, a free uproot is appealing to me. I like defend. We could grab an upgraded intercept on Magnus. It's better than defend. It's not terrible. We have we have the space to take like up to probably 20 cards, and I still feel pretty safe on all the heroes in Act 1. So it's not a guarantee. I'm going to take the uproot. It's always good Yelmer tech. It's not going to be bad for us. The thorns will likely do enough. Do you die usually, or if you die, do you just retry it? Do you get it without dying? Because I've abandoned some runs because my hero... because one of my heroes died. I figured the curse is like a slow death type of thing. So yeah, okay, couple things on that as we go through this, and we definitely always accept offer to rebuild the house because we get the rope. The rope going to the hatch lets us capture a pig, and it's going to give us an energy boon on all our heroes later on. Ooh, hexproof. Can I do hexproof? I think I can. We actually don't really care that much about the enemy statuses. None of these guys are particularly resistant to piercing damage. A free card upgrade is actually huge. So let's try this. I think Thorns can do this more so than a lot of other options. A lot of other team compositions. This Captain Tile is going to suck though. But it's always going to suck, so might as well use it this turn. So, you have campfires. There's plenty of ways to remove cards. A single hero death is not a loss. You do want to try to avoid that as much as possible. Like, it is really hard, especially on Madness 18, because curses get even worse. Deadly Injuries makes them all worse later on. Like, Death's Door, instead of like going away once, it stays in your deck. But you can also remove them at towns. So, like, as long as you can survive long enough, it's totally fine to play with the curse in deck. Okay, do I need to remove stuff? Actually, this is a pretty good hand. Do I want to do Perseverance? Probably not. We have other things we have to play. Build up the Thorns on us, though. Okay. Global Rain gets rid of the rest of the... Oh, you're immune to wet. That's funny. Okay, so Magnus, we can get rid of his shackles, free him up for the next turn, buff up here, and get us more speed. Take and back our speed control a little bit at a time. It's unfortunate that you're immune to rain, because now I can't slow you down. Darn it. I also don't want to let these creatures do too much more damage. Sheep doesn't take a lot of damage from us, though. So, yeah, in general, no. I've had plenty of runs where I get Death's Doors, I stick through it. We get rid of them in the town later on. Not that you can do that anymore, because Madness 18 makes it so you can't remove injuries in towns. But I still, even in Madness 18, there's campfires. There's a way to use Priest to get rid of the bad cards. And there's Corruptor events that lets you get rid of them. Though I don't know if Corruptor events are on lower difficulty levels. How long is the Madness 18 run, usually? Depends on what team you're going for. Last Thorns run was 12 hours. Hey, I think it was only like 10 and a half, 11. Thorns takes a long time. If I'm playing fast, and like, especially if I'm not playing on stream, I generally just play a lot slower on stream, because we're just talking here, playing a bit more casually. It's like 3 to 4-ish hours. On stream, I would say my typical time is around 6 hours more often. But I don't know if that's like always gonna be true. Okay. This is gonna be a little bit tricky. Hit the shackles there. Okay, we do get guards, which is good. Nenu will need a guard, and then Magnus could probably use a guard. Okay. This is a Thorns run? I thought you wanted to apply Rust and stuff like that for Thorns. You do, yeah. This isn't fully a Thorns run. For the Thorns run that I used, I did the whole like Rust build. And I went with the turtle and everything, and that was fun. This is a taunt run, and we're trying to really, like, my goal is to make as much use out of reactive laser as I can. We're also going to get a really bad item. Oh god, I forgot this pig gets rid of block. This is like... Purge block just shouldn't exist as a card. It's one of the worst, like, features in the game. It's just bad. This is a fight where we can't really heal off. So... we're a little bit stuck with where we're at. We can get a Laia on pause later, though. It's part of why Laia is here. She's so good at safeguarding our whole team. Sorry, I got derailed there. What was I saying? Yeah, usually you do want Rust with Thorns. Oh, but we're going to take a really, really bad item. So this is actually why I might not be going to the Frostland Keyvon. Because you know what we're getting. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this card. Oh. So, I'm going to try to use Energy Shield again. Because you know what? I want to see. I gotta know. It's so bad. It's really, really bad. Like, I don't think of it as a serious card. However, if there's ever a run where it could be at all the slightest bit useful, it's going to be this one. It's one of the other things that sucks about the pig, by the way. This champion pig is like one of the banes of our existence early on, as is like a champion farmer. Because they have the purge block attack, which does a ton of damage, and it's so annoying for a way to get rid of your frontline tank. Like, they also don't attack a lot. They put curses on your deck, they heal, and they just have like basically one random attack a turn, so Thorns doesn't do a ton against them. And they get this where they heal 2 every time we attack, so like we have to actually build up some damage on Heiner or something if we want to get them down. Which is exactly what I'm going to be trying to do here. Make sure Magnus goes early, I guess. I don't know. We won't have Laia on pause again until next fight. Good God. I don't know, I think I was supposed to attack there, actually. What am I doing? Toolbox, there we go. We can actually do a taunt. This is going to be helpful for getting rid of the lock on the pig. And we have steel skin, so yeah, this is good. Because now the enemies will target him and not Magnus, so Magnus can survive. Very useful. And we'll keep building up the block on Heiner so he can get a big damage swing in. But here we go. They just didn't attack because they're a pig. They're annoying like that. Get rid of the firebrands, I guess, though maybe that's not super worth it. We're going to be getting the wall. We're going to be going for energy shield, and we're going to be going for the wall and for, what's it called? It's going to be no Tyrant's Necklace is actually what it's going to be. So yeah, not a fight where Sanctify is really going to get in there thanks to the Hexproof, but again, the free card upgrade that we're getting out of this fight, as long as we don't have like a character die, is going to be worth it. Keep the block on Nenu for what it's worth. I'm sure it's going to be purged in a turn or two. Or maybe this turn. Yep, there it goes. God, I hate this stupid pig. Okay. Such a bad ability. I don't know. Like, make it lower the block we have or something. I've complained about it before. It's fine. You're taking the wall on Magnus? I don't think we're taking the wall on Magnus. But to be clear, I haven't decided yet. We may end up taking the wall on Magnus. Alright. Now we get percentage damage done from burn? Because I have the... Yeah. Damage done plus 1% per burn charge. Yeah, 21%. Cool. Keep Magnus going first, block more. We don't have Taunt anymore, so now Magnus is in danger of dying if we don't take out the pig this turn. Cool. Okay, now nobody's in imminent danger of dying. But there are still issues. The wolf, thankfully, doesn't do a lot of damage on their own, so we don't have to worry about them that much. What do you think about that comp, Trashe? Would you change anyone? I was thinking Bree, Andrin, Sigrun, and Bernard. Is that good, or would you replace anyone? That seems like a really good team. You're going for Thorns, yeah? Isn't the item you showed in armor? Looks like a bad plan to me. Yeah, we're going to be taking Energy Shield on Heiner. We're going to be taking the wall potentially on Nenu here. I know what you're talking about. All my plans are amazing. Okay. I think we should end the fight this turn, but I'm just not sure. So, I don't think it's bad. Andrin and Sigrun, you probably don't need both of them. Though they are very good together. They can be used to control the team quite a bit. Kitty cat. There you go. Have some of your treats. Jasper, kitty kitty. There you go. Alright. Upgraded Helping Hand. We got a Corrupted Helping Hand early, which I do like. I really like Upgraded Helping Hands. Getting rid of Shackles is going to be very important for us at some point. Conviction. I prefer Conviction if we had it hitting the whole team for extra courage on the whole team. We'll deal with it later. I would say you could replace either Sigrun or Andrin with a Nenukil probably, if you wanted to build into Thorns. I don't want to exit right now. That'd be bad. I almost clicked exit to like look at perks easier. 1 second. Let me pick out these upgrades real quick. We'll discuss it further. So I'm gonna upgrade Perseverance. I don't think there's there's better upgrades at the moment, but I don't think there's an upgrade I want more right now than this Perseverance, though I'm gonna go for the non-overcharged disappearing version. And then for Heiner, probably going to upgrade Bluff. Don't hate Bluff sticking around in the deck, but we probably don't need them long term. Could upgrade Steelskin to have extra block, an easier way to get it. It's not bad either, but Bluff is the more expensive upgrade, and we do want them upgraded. So probably going to make it 0 cost, because we're going to want to draw Reactive Laser earlier. And then Uproot. We could upgrade. I don't really have anything better to upgrade on Nenu. Uproot's probably just the best thing to upgrade. So maybe we should have it stick around instead. I really don't know. And then maybe Barricade upgraded here to get Reinforce on everybody, since Magnus is often going to go before everybody, but not everybody else is going to get to go early. So we'll take the Barricade Reinforce option. How so? Aren't Nenukil perks speed and stuff? I've never played with Nenu. You put him like C tier, so I disregarded him? Oh, sorry. Again, like perks are always like a weird thing. Thorns is like a C tier build, right? So in a sense, Nenukil is perfect for it. But no, Nenukil is actually insane. Nenukil, with the right hands, like he is one of the highest damage dealers in the entire game. Like just out of any champion. Seriously, like he gets damage out there like no tomorrow, but you have to build a very particular way. What's great about Nenukil is you have the extra Thorns charges here from Proximity Mines. You can also scavenge this back out so you can get extra Thorns charges on everybody. It's not amazing, but it fits with the theme that we're trying to do. Mounted Cannon here, whenever you play a defense card, put a blast into your hand. It scales off of your cards that have vanished, and all blasts vanish, and you can start just laying down more and more damage each turn and applying more and more burn. It's actually really, really good. And then Repair Kit gives you extra HP and block. Like, Nenu is really good for the Thorns archetype. His loaded gun is of limited use, but he's genuinely amazing for it. Yeah, Nenukil is the highest damage physical carry in the game. Yeah, he's actually, yeah. He's the champion. He's the hero I chose as carry when I wasn't on the challenge where I didn't put any curses on enemies. So I couldn't slow enemies. I couldn't put anything to like lower the resistances, which just takes out a whole bunch of cards from most heroes' decks. And that alone was enough to make Nenu still win. Nenu S tier for a C tier comp, I see it. Yeah, I mean, Nenu, like, it's complicated. Like, if you know what you're doing with Nenu, he's like an S tier carry. But his setup is very similar to like the one turn kill setup, like the winning on the first turn. If you want to play him well and effectively. And he doesn't really play well if you don't do that. You don't have to win on the first turn, mind you. It's just the general setup that you do for first turn wins is scrying a lot and making sure that you have like every card that you want to play in the amount of like cards that you draw, and then you like play all those cards and just have one really insanely powerful turn. I hope that explains it somewhat well. I should have gotten rid of the guard too. We didn't need guard here. Everybody's got fortify. I'll play the conviction. It's not going to be useful yet. And we won't really have damage until we do reactive laser. Also, we aren't going to have anybody leveled up before Belfior, which is going to be really bad. We have Laia on pause for at least 2 fights before Belfior. Usually this is a fight where we can start to heal up. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that here. Which makes me feel like Laia needs to draw. Alright, the pigs will go down eventually. Magnus has a little bit of Sanctify healing to do. Ow, we lost all our block on Heiner. Is that because they did their both? Yeah, they did both Blazing Strikes this turn. Okay. Still, it's enough block. Thorns, hit, we're good. Nah, Belfior are gonna die from Thorns, don't worry. Belfior is a tight fight. I've done this run. I did a little bit of testing beforehand. And let me tell you, he will die from Thorns. But our goal is to make sure that he doesn't take anybody down with him. And that is not a guarantee. Okay. Did I play this? I don't know. I'm tempted to let the burn deal more damage to them. Yeah, pig almost down. Toolbox. Get our taunt going. Cool. Also, for what it's worth, this is not exactly a build I would recommend for this difficulty level, like at all. I'm just doing it because I want to do something a little bit different. There we go. Get to heal up Magnus there. That's not too shabby. We have Zeal. It's a lot of Zeal, actually. Oh, also one question. The Bard music type cards, how do they actually work? Like the music perks, are any of them worth it? I don't really understand. I don't feel like they're extremely strong cards. They come with limitations unlike others. Yeah, so there's a lot of really weak ones. That is for sure. However, I should probably just like attack and win, but I'm trying to let Magnus heal up alongside Nenu. So we're gonna slow roll this fight a little bit. Which means I should probably stop playing Thorns on everybody. Ballad Evasion is like one of the strongest defensive cards in the game. Yes, especially if you have the Evasion perk. So we want to play attacks on Nenu so he can heal up. Perfect. I just played more Thorns. No, don't die, pig. Cool. They healed themselves. Pigs are really good at not dying. Now we can get rid of burn, actually. That'll help the pig survive even longer. Perfect. Okay. There's a lot of stanza cards that can be worth it, but pretty much outside of Ballad of Evasion, and then maybe some of the heal cards, you're not gonna get that much value unless you're playing the frog. And if you do play the frog, like Gustav, then like you can play with those cards all you want. And it's a lot of fun. Okay, we're getting good heals out of this. We're gonna win, but almost full health on Magnus. It was worth milking that fight. Repair armor, one of my favorite cards in the game. Alright. Could do a captivating voice. There are times where we're gonna want a 3 slow. Don't know if this is one of them. We might want it. Oh, I was supposed to buy War Paint on Heiner to get rid of these intercepts. That's right. That's right. War Paint was the card instead of Inspire. Now I remember. There's a lot of cards I want, though. We're never going to get them all. Sometimes, so purple Captivating Voice, purple Tune-Up, getting to stanza 2 early on can be really, really good. So you can play the Healing Serenade type cards early. So, just to answer your question a little bit more fully, Ballad of Conquest is an amazing buff card, especially if you get Bless, Sharp, and Powerful charges upped. This can really pump up your whole team and let them all do a good amount of damage. You just have to get a stanza 2 first, which is one of the reasons why having a corrupted, like Chant of Initiative or corrupted Captivating Voice, where you get stanza 2 immediately, is super good, because then even if you draw them on your first turn, if you draw these alongside them, you can also go. Though I think the best one is Tune-Up, because it finds you the spell that you most likely want to play, a lot of the time anyways. But if you're going to take one thing away from me, Vitalizing Serenade sucks. I have nothing good to say about this card. It's a terrible card. Don't use it, even though there's some times where it might actually be okay. But don't let Vitalizing Serenade hear me say that. Okay. So in this case, this is where like removing the card is really good for us, because we, again, can't remove curses or injuries in towns. So we need to get rid of this Broken Bone. And this will let us do that. We also don't really care about thorns. And unlike the last fight where they had a squirrel, Jasper has no squirrel for speed control this time, which means we will get to block first. And we get to slow them all down first, which is not guaranteed, but is helpful. So what do I want to search for? Not Broken Bone, that's for sure. Gonna get rid of the... Ooh, we keep the Healing Raid, and Jasper's about to go. Sure, that seems fine. We gotta hit the imp. Imagine withholding the best card in the game from this man asking, Vitalizing Serenade? I have video proof of you saying exact opposite. Look, there are times where it can be useful, and also that video was not adventure mode. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I held on to Healing Rain. This is the perfect time for it. And then let's give the Zeal and Bless to Nenu, because I have a feeling he's gonna need it. We could dispel here, and then we could probably just offer our block to everybody else. We're gonna need more AoE, it looks like. Imp still needs to go down. Debating whether I wanted to take the Thorns damage or not from my block, but Heiner should be fine. We should be able to block with everybody else. Mostly just making sure we have good enough speed control. Again, this fight should not be a huge issue for us. I would be very surprised if it was. Though we're not getting our taunts, which is sad. I was really hoping to find our taunts like early, but there's no guarantee of that on this team, and I'm not gonna fish for it. It's also like it's not very good to get early, to be frank. It's just mediocre. But here, Laia can heal up a lot, so we'll take the heal. Get ourselves probably just better damage options, and then we'll make sure Magnus has block, because he's likely to take the damage. Yep. What'd I tell ya? Alright, Heat Laser Should do a fair bit here. Punch does a little bit. Not as much as I would like. We'll block more heavily for Magnus. This pig can't remove blocks, so we should be okay. You know what would really help in this spot? Some vitality and regen to bolster you. If only there was a card. Not for 3 energy, it wouldn't. I wouldn't play that card for 3 energy in this situation. Also, I'd have to have Stanza first, because for some reason, that awful, terrible card requires Stanza. And the 7.5 health I would gain off of it, well man, you know, that is tempting, but somehow I feel like that's not exactly what I want. So we're not going to go for Taunt in this case because we do not need it. How much vitality should a card give for it to be worth it? There's just a lot of more cost-effective ways to gain vitality. So it's really like, it depends on a number of things like card cost and how much vitality it gives. But also really depends on your strategy. So like take Yager for instance. Yager gives meat to everybody, and he can give you tons of stacks of vitality, and all those cards cost 0 and draw. And yes, that is very good. Like Yager's meat cards are good, and that's part of what makes them good. But those are examples of fine cards, and even though they only give like 3 vitality to one person, and I think that's if you have the perks, it's still very worth it, and it can be an ample amount of healing. Later on, there's a lot more healing from vitality that you can get. And so the other thing too, like here, Breeze card, if you want to just look at another vitality card, technically, Battle Shout gives vitality, but this card's actually amazing because 1, slow is a problem, you want to often get rid of it, but 2, you like having powerful on your team because you want people to be doing damage. I imagine when I was playing around, when I was like not as familiar with the game as I am, I liked having all my characters deal damage, and therefore Battle Shout, where all my characters got powerful, was super worthwhile. Plus, getting the reinforce is actually really good as well. So, like, even though this only gives 1 vitality, this is a far superior card. Also, you don't need Stanza for it. Just throwing that out there. Listen, nuance. Yeah, pretty much. Hogger gives meat to everybody. Okay, best vitality cards are the cards that shouldn't give vitality, like Battle Shout. Yeah, I mean, like, that's honestly kind of a good rule of thumb. I don't know that they shouldn't give vitality. I think it genuinely like does add utility to Battle Shout, and I have used it in part because it's given me vitality before. Like, that wasn't the whole reason, but it was definitely part of the reason, and had it not given me vitality, I would not have used it. Okay, get rid of the broken bones, and at this point let's just win. If the pig doesn't finish themselves off this turn. Alright. Yeah, we can win. We got this. Might as well hit twice so we get the extra Sanctify heal. Perfect. Yogurt is one of my favorite characters. Yeah, mine too. Now, this Conviction's upgraded, which I did eventually want. It's not even bad the way it is. I just wish I didn't take the earlier Conviction, but whatever. Again, we can afford to take a few bad cards here. Especially because we're about to remove a card, which is super nice. Could take an extra Trace. We already have a card we're going to be removing. We have so many cards to remove in Nenukil's deck, but I'm going to hold off. So Broken Bones are going to be getting rid of, or gotten rid of for everybody else. And then Nenu, we don't need another hit and run. As nice as it is to attack right now. But that was pretty good. Now, because we were able to wrap up the pig in the rope earlier, which took him out of the fight. Normally there's 3 pigs in that fight. We can go down this direction, throw this pig in the pit, and we all get Dark Miasma, one of the best boons in the entire game, because when you draw it, you gain 1 energy. Not energize, but energy. So It's more effective energy per turn. Also, you get powerful, which is genuinely helpful. And then you suffer 3 dark, which usually doesn't matter. But sometimes it does, and it's hilarious. I have to say, the chicken has become my favorite character. He's so ridiculously busted. He one-shot Ugly Tree at turn 2, like, with his own base cards. Yeah. The chicken is a lot of fun. If you like the chicken and, like, that style of doing damage, I don't know if you saw the last run I did, like, the very last live stream before this one, where I used Bree, and doing damage with Crack. All the characters that have on-hit deal, like, damage cards are super, super strong, especially when you set them up well. It's it's a very fun strategy to use. Magnus is going to need so much block here. I'm going to give more draw to Nenu so we can hopefully get extra Caltrops. No luck, though we did find Toolbox early. Okay, so now I have a question in my head, which is, do I taunt? I think I can taunt. Though it is dangerous. We're doing weird stuff here. Ooh, he did the most damaging turn he could. Yeah, this is why taunt gets you killed, for the record. I'm only doing this because I have Lay on pause and I knew Laia was going earlier. So there's that. So now we can block a little bit more. He's got a lot of resistances. We shouldn't take too much damage. He laser's great here. We get to taunt ourselves. Slowing down one of these guys is probably going to be worth a lot for us. So this is good. Makes sense. She's your favorite character yet? Because she will be. She's really, really good, yeah. I don't know, you know. Keyvon's favorite character is Navalia, so there's a little bit of bias there. In case that wasn't clear. So we're going to draw all of our Caltrops this turn, which is going to be nice. Means that most of them should take care of themselves. Then I'm going to give them even more vulnerability. Fun fact, the only way to really increase Thorn's damage is with vulnerability, like lowering enemy resistances in any way that you can. There's also the new Thorn, or the Rust perk that does that. But adding like Bless to yourself or any other like damage like that won't do the trick. I'll get rid of the burn, I think that's fine. I don't know why I just gave block to Magnus, as if he needs it. I don't know why, but every time I have Sigrun in my run, I have a sick run. Yes, Sigrun's really good. I think Sigrun's the best character in the game, but like, I think it's not a very hot take. Yeah, I mean, Voodoo would disagree. Voodoo thinks Andrin's better, and Voodoo's very good at this game. But I would agree. I think Sigrun just, it depends on what you mean by best. But Sigrun fits on a lot of the teams, and her ceiling is so high. And it doesn't take a lot to get her going either. Like, she can be expensive if you want to, like, max out her benefits, but if you max out her benefits, she takes care of, like, energy and status buildup for your entire team. And Inspire. Like, she's ridiculously good. And that's if you're playing her support. If you're playing her carry, then she's also very good. Yeah, lightning carry, and then as an energy, yeah, Sigrun just, she does everything well. And she's also the fastest character in the game starting. Like, you don't even have to path for Forest Crown if you want to go faster than the enemies in the game. Well, I guess that's not true for Act 4 enemies anymore, but like, you're still faster than most as long as you just spec into fast and speed perks. On this run, we are going to be going for Forest Crown. Just so everyone knows. And then we'll see who I'm putting the wall on. I'm still not sure. It's gonna be someone. It's gonna be one of my two taunters for sure. Alright, no, I don't know if it's gonna be my two taunters, sorry. Energy Shield's gonna be on one of my two taunters, so I have to figure that out. Kitty cat. Hello. Sorry, am I supposed to give you treats now? I gotta figure out who I'm giving this trace to. I guess, yeah, we still want Lay on Pause. This seems fine. Maybe? Oh no, I don't think I actually have the energy to play all those cards. So maybe it's less fine. Jasper. Kitty kitty. Come here. Good kitty. Good kitty cat. Alright. Also, I'm trying to get Jasper on screen. Maybe it'll happen. Not that the lighting is very good right now. But even in imperfect lighting, it could still be worthwhile. 1 second. Just give it time. There we go. Okay. Good kitty. There we go. A little bit of a cat cam. Excellent. She's probably not going to stay here too long, so I'll get rid of this shortly. Does improving my piercing damage increase the damage of thorns? No, it does not. The only thing that does is lowering resistance of enemies. Nice face reveal. I know, right? It's beautiful. Can heal up Magnus this way. Then we probably want to give more Fortify for Magnus up. We still have energy? How the heck did that happen? Perfect. This is my cat. She is amazing. Behold. She jumps on my laps for... Sorry, on my laps. She jumps on my lap for treats. So... I have to give her some. Because I am training her to become a lap cat slowly but surely. We need a... you know what I really want? I want a... shield charge on Magnus. Oh, hi, hello. Okay. Hi. Yes, you can still come over here. That's fine. Did you need more treats? Are you hungry? Is that what it is? It is about your dinner time. I'll give you dinner later, though. You can hold out for a little bit. We're not quite there yet. Good kitty. Look at that. The team is full health. It's working out as expected. Imp down. These guys should go down soon. Can you get a basic breakdown of the most important perks on a full Thorns Bernard Bree Nenu Sigrun run? Not everything, but the most important things I would have to take. I think all the most important... It would be hard for me to do that right now. All the most important things you'd have to take, and I don't want to like direct you away from this video, but I mean, I would check out the last run that I did that was titled Thorns. I think I linked it in the chat as well. The very start of that run should have the basic breakdown of why I took all the different perks that I took and the decks that I built for them. Okay, give me a second. Kitty cat. Go. Almost there. Just one more enemy left. Don't really need to preserve him for anything. We're gonna have max health. Jasper has exited the picture, so the picture will go off. But the most important ones, if you want to maximize your Thorns damage, is definitely Thorns charges. And then you also have to consider your fights carefully. Don't accidentally do the Imp statue fight. That'll make you sad. The one with Wilbur and the frog? No, let me see. It should be... it should be the one with Sigrun, the turtle, and Bree. It should be... Wait, is that correct? Hold up. Wait a second. 1 second. It should be... Sorry, yeah, it should be one with Bree, the turtle, Nenukil, and then Nevermore. What's the Imp statue fight? Oh god. It's a fight that you can find if you fail going up in this area. Actually, I'll be able to show it real quick. But basically, the imp statue only summons and never attacks. So if you're going pure thorns, it's not a good fight to do. Do I take another repair armor? I do love the card. It's not great right here, but it's fine enough. We could take a pierce strike, or precise strike. 18 base damage is okay. It's not exactly what we're looking for. We might be alright. And the statue is immune to poison and bleed, I believe. So save game. Can I hide this? The imp statue fight is found right here. I'm circling it with my mouse. But if you go do this event and then you try to study the statue and then fail to study the statue, you get a fight instead. Normally that's a good thing on a lot of teams for like a lot of reasons. You generally want as many fights as possible within each act so that you can get as many cards as possible and as much experience and loot. Like, just generally it's better to just do fights. However, for the Thorns run, because if you're not running any like attacks, it's gonna be bad. And they're immune to poison, which is really bad for the turtle, which was my secondary source of damage in case enemies didn't want to attack. That you'll notice I don't really have as much this time. The only thing I have is Heiner's slow damage, which is gonna be rough. Thankfully, we did get to slow Belfior. Yes, before the attacks go on. The most important things that we can get. Do we want Perseverance? This is not like a terrible hand. Most important things we can get is Thorns early. Gonna go change my mind, go Benediction. Alright. And then we have to keep our block up so we don't die to Belfior here. Deal as much damage as we can to him. Having one imp statue go later will be good. And there's no sense in playing this card. We'll save our energy. Oh, also, the left inspiration perk, should I give it to anybody? Is +1 draw always no, or did I misunderstand it? It's only +1 draw on your second turn of combat. So on round 1, Magnus would have drawn 6 cards here for the 1 extra Inspire, because you get the Inspire at combat start. It used to be +1 draw at combat start, but it's okay. It's not particularly good. I rarely take it at this point. I pretty much almost never take it, to be totally honest. And like, I don't regret not taking it. Please don't ever take that perk. It's not a terrible perk. Getting extra draw can be very nice. So, like, it's fine. But I wouldn't rate it very highly. Also, I just realized, like, if you're only listening to, like, one side of the conversation where, like, I'm quoting other people in chat, you might think I'm just, like, completely changing my mind a lot of the time. Just not my intention here. Spanish translation says this hero gains 1 inspiration on the start of its turn. Ah, yeah, that's inaccurate. Hope this doesn't mess me up. Here, it says this hero gains 1 Inspire on their first turn. We're immune to wet. This is the worst timing for that. Okay. Need Magnus to still have block. We'll want to have Zeal. Maybe on Heiner. Okie dokie. This fight just got a little bit more intense. So we're now taunting. We can provide fortify to other people. Should be fine. There are a lot of translation errors. I swapped my game from French to English for this reason. Yeah. I can imagine that being the case, sadly. Translation is hard. Especially because a lot of times, like, especially when you're a smaller game studio and you're contracting this thing out, you're not getting it translated by people who actually know each language, like, in depth. They might just know one of the languages and then, like, kind of know the other, or oftentimes they're, like, Google translating and stuff. It's, unfortunate, but true. Rust gives a boost to crack consumption. Yeah, the other really nice thing about Rust is it gets rid of reinforce on enemies, which is one of the best, like, which is one of the ways that enemies resist your draw the most. Okay. We did not gain a lot here. Uh-oh. This is where things are going very wrong very quickly. This is the stage of the fight I was worried about. Okay, burn, summon nymph. Oh shoot, we got immune to wet again? That's actually like the worst timing for that. I'm hoping to draw the rain on this exact turn. Oh dang, that's really bad. We didn't draw it. Okay, so how do we want to prioritize this? We have to draw it next turn. We are drawing it next turn. Give Heiner some boosts and damage here. It's just gonna be bad. It's just gonna be real bad. I think I needed to attack more. I don't know. Maybe we just needed more thorns. We got a lot going on. We're guaranteed to draw what we need. We have barbed wire. Okay, that's good. That's all good. They're not attacking the people who have the most thorns. I only need one hero with a thorns buff. Yes, you only need one hero with the buff to thorns where it's... Oh no, Laia died! Oh, that's so sad. That's a really unfortunate lineup of turns there. Probably gonna have to replay this fight. Sorry, I think I need to concentrate on this fight a little bit. Did you not draw Healing Rain again? Yeah. We drew Healing Rain on the turn where like it was least impactful. Because everybody was immune to wet on the turn that we drew it. I don't know. Do I just stick with the death? There's another Healing Rain. Hilarious game. What a good sense of humor you got there. We should definitely redo that fight, but I'm not. There's another repair armor. It's not the worst, but it's starting to definitely be overkill. Could take Bastion Flow, gives us the infuse, gives us a little extra damage. It's not bad. But I'm gonna say nah. Wow, we don't level up on anybody but Nenu? That's surprising. Ooh. Purple leather gloves gives powerful every turn. That's actually probably better for us. Carp is useful. Sacred Tablet's really good. One extra speed on Nenu's really good. So I guess we'll get the fishing rod on Magnus here. And we'll take those proximity mines now that we got them. And we'll have to find another way to remove Laia's curse, which is unfortunate because this is a really hard fight. I can't believe we didn't level up on our other 3 heroes. That's rare. But yes, you only need one hero with the... you're talking about the one where Thorns doesn't go away, right? Thorns on hero does not lose charges when hit. Yes, you only need one of this. But everybody should take the +1 charges. Proximity mines, we'll do it to ourselves. That's where it's usually going to be the best. Get rid of that Death Door. Glad I could do that. And Laia's got a lot to do. So we can taunt here. That might be pretty good for us. Uproot's going to be basically pointless to play this turn because this guy would just get rid of all the statuses it applies. And then we could just prioritize getting reinforce on, sorry, fortify on Nenu. Alright. Even the turtle. Anybody who's going to have a good way of applying thorns, scouts in general are the best at actually applying thorns to the whole team. Alright, we got the fortify back on Nenu. So now I don't have to prioritize that as much. With the slowdown there, that's actually pretty valuable. Then we can speed Magnus back up. And we have to make sure this guy takes some damage before they go. This fight's actually also another really hard fight for us. But hopefully we can come back and hit them a little bit harder. I was really thinking, honestly, like, I don't know that we can do this fight without reactive laser. I was banking on that. And now I'm worried. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, Heiner, show them what you can do. So one of the hard parts about this fight is they steal auras and purge auras, so we often lose our thorns. That, and this guy doesn't attack a ton. Did he just not take damage from thorns? Hold up. That guy didn't take any damage from thorns. Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure that just happened. That's a bug. Dang it. We did not need a bug right now. Oh, this guy's taunting too. What a steal. What a dude. Alright, and then the problem with this guy going at all soon is that he's going to use all of his HP to deal a massive amount of damage to us, and our team cannot tank that currently. Alright, there's Amnesia. Maybe he purged the thorns? I don't know. Something happened that was super wonky there. I'll hit this guy though. So I mentioned the good thing about rust is that enemies no longer have reinforce with it, but the perk makes it so that rust charges increase thorns damage and removes that. So no, the perk prevents rust from stopping reinforce from being applied. You definitely take that buff. Yes, 100%. The buff is super worth it. The perk here, where is it? Where is it? There we go. This one. It prevents it no longer prevents one reinforce per charge, but that's totally fine because when you apply the rust, it will still remove the reinforce. So that perk is less bad than it first seems. I also thought that would be that bad too at first. Okay, Laia did survive. That's important. Oh, we can't play double guard this turn either. Oh no. Tricky fight. To be fair, Paradox inherited this game in wording. Well, I guess that particular perk was definitely all Paradox, but this game has had wording issues well before Paradox. Shoot. Okay, how do we want to do this? We've lost so many thorns, and we're gonna likely lose more thorns. I don't know exactly how to keep us going strong here. It's hard for me to output damage. This guy has 27 health. He's gonna blow up this turn too. Ow. That hurts a lot. Okay. Thorns, thorns, and more thorns. Eventually the enemies will die, right? Eventually. One of these days. Surely. Hope to draw more guard for reinforce. Guy's almost dead. Almost dead. Probably unfortunate that Heiner was taunting there. Okay, we have these punches to get rid of that slight amount of damage. We have a shield charge, but not a ton of block. Guess I could Steel Skin, get slightly more block out of it. We do get some slow as well. If we can get some helping hands, that would be great this turn. But we can't. So whatever. Also, can't seem to get more Fortify on anybody. Which is terrible news. Because they're all going to get to go again. Now, we should be safe from one more explosion turn for a second here. This guy has 39 thorns. He stole all of Magnus's thorns. I hate this guy. This fight's tough. God, that was close as heck. We die if we attack into that. Gosh darn it. This is like... We're also, I'm fairly certain, getting unlucky in the turn order here. Like, in terms of the cards that we keep getting. And we do have the Uproot. But the fact that they stole from Nenu already is, like, just a bad sign. Okay. I need damage. So why did I play Bless there? Great question. The frost is really building up. Wait, this guy blew up? He's not supposed to blow up this turn. Wait a second, hold up. Did that guy lose half his health? Wait. Was I crazy? I thought we had one more turn. No, he did lose half his health already. No, that's true. That makes sense, yeah. Dang. Yeah, we're just... Ooh, I don't know. We're getting unlucky in our card draw, which is one of the things that can happen if you're not fully controlling the cards that you pick up. It's unfortunate. We could build this out a little bit better. That's for sure. I knew this fight's hard for us. We can still get lucky and get a card removed later. We're not dead just yet. But this is going to get a lot harder with 2 Death's Doors to manage. And not getting any good card pickups here. The fact that we didn't get the level up before that fight was just completely terrible. We really needed the level up before that fight. Okay. How aren't you level 2 already? Right? I did, like, literally, I don't know. I don't think I've ever, like, not been level 2 before that fight. I know these 3 failed the encounter, but usually Belfior levels me up. Two Death Doors, I went with 14. You got this. You had a very different strategy. Unfortunately, this is a strategy where I'm trying to draw through my whole deck, so it's a little bit sketchy. Bloodletter's Fang. Is there ever a time where that's worth it? We don't have the Leech Explodes at 18 perks, so it's a little less worth it for me. I don't hate Flail, Steel Rod, or Runic Dice, so I'm considering all of them. Right now, Flail's good on Heiner. So I think we take that there. We need power right now. Steel Rod's probably good on Laia. So we want Runic Dice on Nenu. But Magnus is good with what he's got. And we can calm Otis down, get the loot pile here. Okay, we get a recovery potion, the purple sacred tablet anyways. It's so funny when that happens to me, because like, if you pick up 2 of the same item, you get a purple item. So finding the purple sacred tablet here doesn't mean as much, because it was going to be purple since we already had a sacred tablet. It just feels funny every time that happens. Now, health potions, I do value them. We can take the Opal Ring on Heiner here. Hope to get it corrupted, get more blunt damage out of it. But the resistance isn't bad. Could give up on the Fishing Rod search, even though it's not terrible right now. But right now, I think health potion might be more important. Which feels bad. But it is pretty important. Well, let's reconsider. No, I think I want the purple health potion. It feels bad, but right now I want to have more Magnus safety. Immune to slow Dryad. That is going to be a painful fight. This Dryad is not fun for us. Revenge is also not something we can do very easily, but fortunately it's not offering me like a remove card, so I don't feel pressured to take this. I think I needed to go back and redo the Belfior fight most likely, but we're at where we're at right now. I'm not gonna change it. This might become a tier list stream soon enough. We love those. 2 Dust Doors at 114. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading back all the chat. Alright. So the problem with Dryad. She's going to heal the whole team, dispel our debuffs, and in general make life a huge pain. Can I do anything about that? The answer is probably not. I don't have anything. Alright, we're doing Vitalizing Serenade Nenu in this build, right? You wish. Alright, double Shackles, that's really bad. However, Reactive Laser is less bad. Reactive Laser is what gives us a shot on this fight. Okay. Nenu can heal. We have the... This is actually... Okay, hold up. We got something here. No way to dispel the shackles. But we can at least improve Magnus's lot in life. Now we need block on Heiner. I can't believe I've never gone to the boss area in the first map. Oh, you're talking about the hatch? The hatch is real good. The hatch will make all of your runs way better. It's not exaggeration. Ow. That hurt. Okay, proximity mines. Here we go. Build up the thorns. They're gonna have a lot of Sanctify on them eventually. The Triad's really hard for us. There's a lot of fights. This is why I don't recommend Thorns, by the way. For anyone wondering. This stream is hopefully a very good example of why I don't recommend Thorns. Okay. We want to bless Heiner. Get everything a little bit better. God, this is rough though. Okay, we have the extra energy. We have some real damage now. Don't really want to play guards. Took out an enemy. Laia can draw a little bit further because we want to have her draw Dispel as soon as possible. Wolfguard, who do we put this on? Usually Nenu is where Wolfguard's gonna go, but for this fight, probably Magnus. We have a defend. He's got Wolfguard. Should be safe. Let's put all the block on Heiner. He's taunting right now. He has reactive laser, and we want those to pop. Cool. They got rid of themselves. We didn't block that last hit, so they didn't take all the damage. Speed up there is brutal. Yet, we are fine. Okay. Cool. Trashe comps is Thorns. So it's so on brand. Yeah. Also, what's in the hatch that makes it so good? Yeah, fights. You get a lot of fights. There's the honest work that you just saw me get, where you can get energy. Even if you don't go that way, you can go up, get more fights, and get energy on somebody else. And energy is really good. And then you get the whole loot table of Belfior, which the more loot that you get, the better, generally. Where's all this decay coming from? I dislike that. Guards. We need guards on people, don't we? Magnus doesn't have a single way to get Fortify. Guess we'll put it here. It's an okay heal, but we lose a lot from decay. Don't hurt me too badly. I know it's unlikely. The proximity mines are probably good. What gives you the energy gain? The burn. Yeah, the dark miasma. I'll show it again once I can show off the decks in full outside this fight. But the dark miasma is super good. Having Magnus be slower than these enemies is really bad for us, though. Stop that game. You're making me look bad. Alright. Heiner, just have Inspire. Okay. Ooh, who can we take out this turn? Yeah, I was thinking this guy. This guy's gotta go. He is slowed. We could attack here, that's probably fine. Then Laia can draw more. Have you done much with the yellow sharpened Sai yet? Yes, but I haven't fully abused it, as abusable as it is. But I am aware. I'm aware of how abusable it is. God, the decay has hurt so badly here. We're finally about to get rid of it. We kind of need to stall this fight a little bit longer, but I'm having a hard time figuring out a way to stall. I guess we could probably go. We'll probably be fine on the next fight, most likely. Yeah, we'll be fine on the next fight. It'll be okay. But yeah, I plan to make a video showcasing its abusability, or at least not a video, but doing a stream where I showcase the abusability of it. It is by far the best leech card in the game. It's probably the only one I could see getting nerfed. I don't think any of the other ones are problematic at all. That one is possibly just a little too good, and the fact that it's on scouts, I think, is actually what makes it worse. If it was just on clerics, I I would maybe think that that's fine because it fits within the healer archetype, but the fact that it's on scouts is probably the biggest problem. Like, genuinely, yeah. Yeah, like healing sucks, but when you get it for free and when it comes with other statuses like chill, where you can have speed control on top of your mass healing, it's pretty good. Spike Shield's funny. Like, it kind of fits within theme, but Spike Shield sucks so badly. This card should be buffed, like, in 10 different ways. It should give... No, wait, I shouldn't pick it up. Hold up. I'm actually not going to pick up Spike Shield here. We don't want that on Laia. It's just, she's doing too many other things. Anthem of Hope could be a take as well. Holy Slash, probably not. Yeah. So we take the Shake It Off on Magnus, because that's going to be useful. Rare Equipment Shop, Vigorous. This is a high damage team. Could be a little bit risky. Could do the Upgrade Altar to change cards the way we want them. It's a little bit of a shame, but I think we should be able to do this and not have too many problems. On the other hand, it just trumps every other healing. At least Sharpened Sai kind of does. I think Leech in general has the potential, though that's mainly with Valerion, which arguably he should give Leech that potential. I don't think Sanctify is that much worse, actually. I do think because of Sharpened Sai, Sanctify is a little bit worse, and like arguably not being able to heal other teammates is just a fair bit worse. However, I don't know. I think Leech is actually at a spot where healing needs to be with pretty much every other strategy in the game, outside of Sharpened Sai. Like, genuinely, it's what healing has to offer something else. It has to offer some other utility to be worth investing as much into as you often have to. Otherwise, there's generally a lot better strategies, though you need some healing. Like, the reason Sanctify is good is because you can attack while healing, and you can also get huge heals out of it, and you don't have to devote your entire turn to it. No Reactive Laser turn 1. 'Twas likely. Good Ground Slam. You can see we're starting to get some damage off of Heiner. Don't want to accidentally draw a Reactive Laser with that bluff and not be able to play it. We have taunts if we want. Good taunt here. Actually doing a fair bit of blocking and damage this turn. Yeah, the thing it requires is so few perks. Yeah, like, I actually, like, don't fully mind that it requires so few perks. Like, I think that's fine for where the status is. And yeah, you have to invest so many perks into the healing tree to replicate. But again, like, we can all agree healing generally and, like, investing those perks into the healing tree is generally bad. Like, it's usually just putting you at a disadvantage even doing that. We can kind of heal up, but it's going to not be a full heal. Healing Rain, I guess we don't want to do it. We're benefiting more from burn. There's our Reactive Laser. She does the most damage, so we do want to get rid of her. Guard can go there. And we can do this. Yeah. Like, genuinely, Leech is great. and I don't want it to get nerfed as a whole. Just Sharpen Sai. Because I think it's actually fun to have multiple viable ways of doing I don't know, anything really, but especially healing. Okay, we did get the Laia on pause. Oh, we got weakened though, so we don't get to heal as much. Nenu will heal more by letting him go next turn. Ooh, but he is shackled. Well, whatever. Surely this guy doesn't hurt us, right? Not while Nenukil's taunting and has no block. He's got bird on him. We're fine. Yeah, okay. I think the most egregious part is that even investing all those cards into the healing tree, you generally can't replicate the effects of Leech, and that's because most healing effects need buffs to keep up with enemies' damage in late game Madness. What's the best way to build around Leech? A chill build? There's a lot of different ways to build around Leech. I don't know if I know any best way. However, what I can say is in the past, sorry, as soon as I go through this, I'm gonna want this, shake it off. 0 cost intercept, that's good. Let's take a look at all our cards. We wanted the conviction that hits everybody. Give me a second and I'll try to answer the question. I'm not gonna spend our shards here. Actually, this is a good time to change this uproot for the tree fight. We might want to be able to get rid of the tree's thorns multiple times. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. So here we have the Dryad fight. Okay. Dracula Dude is pretty nuts. Yeah, Dracula Dude is pretty nuts. One of the things that I like doing most is with Dracula Guy, which actually I don't know if his leech item shows up here. I don't think it does, right? No. He has a ring that applies bleed and leech to the whole enemy team. It actually applies basically just as much as Leechy does. And Leechy's not a worthwhile pet to buy, except basically on Dracula Guy doing this exact strategy. At least for most teams. I think Leechy sucks at Mythic. Honestly, I don't think Leechy could be a rare and would be fine. A lot of pets are overcosted, but that's a different conversation. Leechy, where you apply leech to all monsters and bleed, and same with the ring, allows Valerion with the leech item, or the leech weapon, Bloodletter's Fang at +2, alongside the perk where leech explodes at 18, makes it so that you can, and his level 3 where he gets +1 leech charges, you can pop all monsters turn 1 without playing a card, and basically you get a full heal for your entire team because you're hitting all monsters. Now, if you only pop leech once, 22 heal, or however much you're popping it for, is not going to heal your whole team. It's not going to be, like, it's going to heal your whole team, but not to like full health if they're at like very, very low health. And you need multiple instances of popping leech, which you can get, but you'd have to invest more into that. Leech Explosion on enemies applies chill alongside Leech Explodes at 18 with that Valerion perk in general. So you're slowing all monsters' speed by 3, and like as soon as he goes. It's one of my favorite builds. It's one of the most fun things you can do with him. And very, very strong. So I don't know if that's like the best way to do it. Otherwise, Sharpen Sai, the card that we've been talking about for anyone who's wondering. This card, specifically the yellow version that gives X equals target's leech times 2, is the best way to apply leech in the entire game. basically. And it gives you a ton of healing and a ton of popping. And the fact that it's on scouts is actually maybe like the strongest part about it, because scouts are really fast. And scouts traditionally don't have access to healing, but now they do. So there you go. Fang is guaranteed or random? It is random. You could find it in the opening town shop, but it's definitely no guarantee. I did end up finding it in the opening town shop for one of my runs, and I just like hard pivoted to do that exact build. And it was great. No complaints. I hope that answers your question, at least somewhat. Conviction. Conviction's actually decent on this fight. Ooh, we get reactive laser already? Okay. Don't think, man, maybe shield charge is fine. We have the energy for it. Alright. We're gonna get Shackles turn 2. Should keep that in mind. So, I'll do that. Don't know that it's that valuable to take out one of these guys, but it feels good. And now they should die just by attacking me. Alright. So here's where it gets tricky. We want to finish this Dryad before they get to go. Otherwise, they're going to start dispelling all the stuff at a much faster rate than we would like. They're going to do that anyways, but we want to try to slow that progress as much as possible. Holy Nova is a great way to heal Magnus here, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty solid, I would say. Holy moly, Bree is huge. First time I ever played her, she's 2 Nenukils. Bree is awesome, yeah, she is also huge. She's like Heiner size. Like, what are the chances? We're taunting, right? There's like 0 chance this Dryad doesn't die. Right? Like, as soon as we attack, or they attack us, we'll reactivate reactive laser. Like, it's gotta happen, right? Guaranteed. Even the bleed early game is massive. Yeah, the bleed early game can be really nice. Obviously useless on Yelmer, but that's another discussion. Ooh, do I want to change the taunt target? That actually could ruin things. Yeah, it's probably fine. Like, I don't... Like, the bleed is good. I don't want to undersell that. Damn it, she did survive. I was like... Yeah, I should have just wiped her out. I was hoping they were going to do that exact confluence of cards, but they did. They didn't attack at all. The likelihood was low. But there. It'll be a long fight. Oh my god, they just not attack twice? They're like, oh, Moonfire early, and then just straight into the life blue. Oh god, these turns suck. So, as you can tell, Thorn's teams and Taunt team in general, not going to be great against enemies that don't attack. I'm very used to this. I've done a lot of runs. But it still feels bad. Definitely get rid of the Death Door. Any other of these cards. We need to get our Fortify back out there. I guess on Nenu be nice. And then what? Save energy on Laia. Seems like a good call. So there's some damage. One of these days we'll get coming back around to it. Hey, she's attacking. Look at that. Incredible. No healing. On the turn where we cared about the least. I swear, a lot of these fights have been unlucky for us and enemy card order and stuff. But I guess it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Cookie crumbles? Blech. Cookie crumbles? Jeez. Could not speak there for a second. My apologies. Fortify there. Just give it a simple punch here. Ooh, missed out on the shield charge. That was the card I wanted most. It's going to be the quickest way to end this fight. She does not get rid of thorns ever, though, so it's one of the nice things about this fight compared to, like, the frost fight, but she does heal a whole heck of a lot. And Starfall's a genuine threat to non-blocking characters. Like we find in Laia and the rest. Alright. Laia's got regen, though, from the jelly, so she's not in that bad a shape. And we can have a little bit of courage. Alright, Heiner. Draw the shield charge. Do it. Dang it. Dang it. Still hoping to find it, even now. We'll get there. Next turn, probably, as long as she doesn't summon, the fight should be over. It'll definitely be over one way or another. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. I want to heal more on Laia. We need more taunt cards, of course. Pathing in this game is hard. Oh no, Magnus Thorns is so fun. I need to attack the little imp in the farmlands, right? So no, if you want the Dark Miasma, you have to have the green event there to help farmers. Sorry, I didn't explain that earlier. Otherwise, you don't have a way to get rope. And then you want to help the farmers. And they summoned an enemy. In case anybody was wondering. Alright. Almost there. God, it sucks not having Steel Forge for Heiner. Speaking of leech cards, Taste for Blood's pretty good. Is there a way I can get into the place anyway? Yeah, you can always get into the hatch. You just have to jump and like get some risk broken bones. Likely getting a few. The hatch is guaranteed to get into. It's the green event and the portal that I'm often searching for. So the green event on that node. Either that or like a better fight route is if there's the blue event on the middle path where you get the sheep to unlock Betty. Betty here. You want to take the sheep and then you like offer to buy them from the farmer, or you just kill the farmer and steal them, or you have Nezglect and steal the farmer for his crew and then get a cool shop later on in the base Act 4 if you go down to the T Nismo ship. But yeah, Hatch is guaranteed. We don't want any of these, right? I don't need Taste of Blood. Magnus has way too many cards. It's not upgraded. I don't want to spend the shards to upgrade it. I almost never will. So yeah, that's not worthwhile. Wait for the Moonstone to cool. There's no reason to pick it up fast. Okay, we did get Forest Crown. If I sound disappointed, it's because I don't have any purples here. Dryad Mask could be a nice source of sustained damage for Heiner, but so are these leather gloves right now, so I'm debating it. Nenu with Emerald Necklace is pretty good, though. More speed on him, the better. Do I want the Dryad Mask? I kinda do, to be honest. Even though we don't have any ways of getting powerful right now, that won't be a problem later. So, like, keeping these gloves is what we want for the Yelmer fight, but past that, we're happy to not take it. I guess it's nice to not attack Yelmer when he has a bunch of thorns sometimes. I really need a guide for these things, man. So terrible. Yeah, sorry. I have 3 different scripts I've written out for guide videos, and I haven't, like, completed a single one, because, I don't know. I want to make them right, but I think I'm just getting too in my head about it. I just need to come out with them and create them, even if they're not perfect, even if they don't cover everything or sound the exact way I want them to sound. Editing is one of those things you can just sink way too many hours into. I think I'm actually going to take the gold chain on Laia. We're okay with her being a bit tankier right now. Ooh, this is a huge corruption for us. Being able to remove a card right here, this is incredible. This is an amazing opportunity. And we don't hate hypothermia that much. Amen, yeah. If you don't do it, no one will. GA has some really good guide videos on doing OTK runs, in case you want to see any of those. But yeah, people definitely aren't making guide videos for this game much anymore, so that's kind of why I want to. It's just, I also wanted guides when I was first learning, and I had a hard time finding the guides that I wanted. And now I'm in a position where I could offer those guides. So it'd be cool. But it takes a lot of time. Like, just doing like a 15-minute video even. Honestly, I easily spend like 12 hours doing that, if not more. And that's a lot of time. Alright. Just want to draw reactive laser early. I wear a shirt that says everything I need to know I learned from GA. Scrag who? Scrag is another streamer too. Yeah. Scrag plays at the highest difficulty. He does a lot of fun meme runs. He actually probably plays in an even more conventional style than I do at this point, which can be nice for following along. Like, especially if you're playing with other people who might encourage you to be playing more conventionally. But yeah, they're a wonderful streamer. I know a run in this game is about 4 to 6 hours, but YouTube content is not. Yeah, pretty much. We need more 20 to 30 minute vids, hour tops. Yeah, a lot of my earlier challenge run videos, I did do edit downs of an hour. And now that I know people are less interested in the live streams of challenge runs, I might spend some time doing that, but I still have to work out my live stream schedule, because I really enjoy live streaming and being able to talk with everybody while doing a run and answering questions like this live. Like, it definitely makes playing the game at this point a lot more entertaining for me. So, this is something I enjoy immensely. So I guess thank you to everybody who's here and just joining me as we try out some things and experiment a bit. I appreciate you all. Live streams are fun, but our videos, yeah. The problem is, like, live streams take less time than making videos to do a full run and, like, make the shorter videos. I wish it weren't so. Alright, not a bad fight at all. Actually, really, really good. Now, if we can just get rid of the bleed on Heiner with toolbox, he shouldn't take much more damage this fight. So we should be good. You should make more of both. Oh, if I had all the time in the world, I would do as you asked. Purple barbed wires. This is like literally the only type of run I'm excited to see this on. We'll take an upgraded healing rain. I enjoy that. We could take a chant of initiative. It won't be bad even now for speed control and speed ups and changing things. And then shield charge on Heiner. I think we're definitely going to want that for the next fight. And it'll be fine on future fights as well. I tend to like having 2 shield charges, though they are expensive to play and use. Sunder Armor, however, is almost never going to get played. And then hit and run can start to go. Probably get rid of sprint next, because we need to keep some attacks in Nenukil's deck until he hits level 3. And here we get rid of the Dryad by showing the Moonstone, making this fight a lot easier, because we don't have to target something down that's going to be healing and dispelling. I actually don't really like that the barbed wire shows up in the opening hand, but it's fine. Yeah, that's the other reason, like, I enjoy doing the short form of this game. Like, I can make those videos closer to an hour in length. I think most of them have been over an hour, or all of them have been over an hour so far. But, like, in theory, we could get them to be less. We just want to play as many caltrops as humanly possible. I didn't even know there were purple cards. How did I not realize that? Because you haven't unlocked Madness yet. Until you play Madness, you won't have access to purple cards. Or items, I think. Or one of the two. Don't quote me. Hey, reactive laser. Perfect. Alright, nearly dead tree guy. That's great. I do. I just saw one. Okay, so yeah, I think it's one of the things. Anyways, the higher madness you go, the more likely you are to find purple things. It's not like that significant, but it is noticeable. I'm gonna put this on Nenu this fight. We got a lot of thorns on us. Alright, we're at an okay spot. Again, I don't necessarily want to get rid of burning right now. They haven't put any on us. Guards might be good. Bless is definitely nice to have. We need damage on Heiner. I could do double shield charge. It is a lot of damage. I don't know that our damage right now matters at all, though. In fact, I think it doesn't. So I'm just going to play guards instead. Yelmer's just going to heal up everything that we do this early on, so we're going to wait. But yeah. Some purple cards are incredible and, like, break the game. Some purple cards are barely an upgrade at all, and some are just worse for the most part. It's fun. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, I hope we find more Fortify. I don't want a toolbox just yet. Do you have a guard coming up? I guess the taunt on Nenu's fine. Alright. This is a tough fight. This one is definitely making me think. That's going to be a common theme, by the way. We are going to go to the Sandland first. Alright. Good sign that Yelmer hurt himself while attacking. He can often heal very much during those turns. So, this is great. Don't need to attack. We're just gonna let Yelmer finish himself off. Wish I could play more Caltrops. So we got a guard, we got Benediction. I want to play Benediction now before we use up all our reactive laser charges. Thinking about playing Purification. It does get rid of some of our Sanctify, which is another thing that's causing him to heal. But then we don't get to keep our block on Laia. That's probably okay for this turn. Dude heals up a ton. Summon's after attacking. That's annoying. So we could instantly get rid of one of these guys. I think Laia's gonna get blocked here. And again, we're just slow rolling this game. We don't need to attack particularly fast. These guys will definitely wipe themselves out. They have AoE attacks. And then Magnus can provide block for the whole team. Doing precisely what we want him to do. There's no rust to all card? There is no rust to all card, yeah, that's correct. Arguably, I should have rust. But I was just kind of brute forcing this fight without it. I'm like semi-confident I can do that at least. Now we can get rid of more Sanctify. Barbed wires, great to have. Okay. This is good. The next Moonbeam turn should be one of his last. Okay, we did get 2 guards, so we can keep up the fortify, or the block for everybody. I'll happily attack into this, I don't care. I think I can manage the statue bass. Should I do it if the other path is also good? If you don't have the rope, like if you weren't able to tie up the pig in the beginning, going up is usually better. And yes, you should do it if you think you can. But yeah, again, that's assuming that you don't have the rope. And like you didn't tie up the pig. Some people will lie to you and say that up is always better. But it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Yeah, I don't have the rope yet. Oh yeah, then going up is going to be better for you in this case. Especially if you can get the fight. Like that's a bonus. Okay, we just have to keep the block on everybody. Seem to have enough fortify to just do that. It isn't up is more score, which means better. Different goals. He just means on the map. Going up. Like upwards. We only have 43 block. Whoo, boy, they took a lot out of us. That is brutal. Still probably worth playing the shield charge at this point. We should be able to beat him before he does the next moonbeam. Probably. Might have to beat him before he does the next moonbeam, honestly. He stops being as scary soon. Alright. Yeah, barbed wires. Magnus has defends as far as the eye can see. Boost up Heiner's block. We're almost out of reactive laser. He's getting down to the wire. Heiner still needs a block. We'll be able to provide more later. But we do need to make sure that everybody gets to keep their block around. Super important. Okay, that's a shield charge that I didn't want to draw. I was thinking, like, what are the chances the next shield charge is right on top? 100%. Guaranteed. It's okay, we win. Oh, boy. That was the Elmer fight. Rust on that fight definitely would have made it faster, just getting rid of the reinforce, honestly. Oh my gosh, is that the best card in the whole game? Showing up. Telling me that this run's gonna be okay. I think it is. I very much think it is. Alright, we're gonna take the shield stance on Magnus as well. Whether we want to play it for shield charge or guard, either can be useful. It's gonna be nice to have. Alright. Don't think we want to take anything else though. Tactical thinking is a card that exists for us, for sure. Shards are good, though. Alright, we're not very rich. Spent a lot of time getting rid of a lot of statuses. I don't feel particularly good about any of this. Oh, to the statue, okay. We do be having some poison application. Oh, if you're fighting the statue, I think the statue's immune to poison, but I don't know if it's always immune to poison. It does become immune to poison later, which is part of the problem. I just asked for chat, would anybody be interested in an in-depth Laia guide breakdown covering her traits, utility, compositions, and what she's good/weak at? Act 1 Divine Power is great, yeah. I would be interested, Kevon. In fact, if you wanted to collaborate, if you did like a lot of the script writing and all this other stuff, I would be happy to make a video on that. Especially if you gathered like images and all this other stuff as a guide. Then I could link your guide in the video. And I can do all the talking and stuff in it. I don't mind that. Just It's nice to have a lot of the setup done. If you want to collaborate, that is. No pressure, though. Leather boots upgraded is nice. It's Nenukil to 20 speed, which is kind of where we want him. I want to take spiked bracers because it's thorns and it's fun. But leather boots is probably the more sensible play. Actually, Shield of Thorns is probably the even more sensible play. Genuinely. Wish it was the purple one. Makes it much better. Just get everything. Play her and win. 2-minute video. Yeah. Losing speed on Nenu's bad, but getting thorns on him is good. I'll make a complete guide and cover as much things as possible, but yeah, with pleasure. Cool. Yeah. Hit me up if you ever do end up making it and feel good about it. Volley is the best. Nice vid. Right. Because yeah, I think that would be fun. Could also give me motivation to start making guides for every hero. Although it's hard to make a guide for a particular hero because like so much about what makes heroes good is how they fit into teams. And there's often many ways to play a hero. So yeah, I think yellow's our route. I hate that I'm going for the shield, by the way. We're gonna do it. This is our road. Okay, we got lucky in this case. We didn't get a pet trainer, which sucks, but we did get a portal, and we do get to sell, which is nice. Oh boy. Gladiator helmet. Well, still good. It's still good. What a armor. Oh, but we're gonna pick up the freaking energy shield. I was thinking about Heiner being the perfect person to pick it up. Energy shield or gladiator helmet? Oh, that's so hard. What a decision. Difficult things. Like, energy shield has to go on Heiner. Oof. That's rough, isn't it? Like, there's no question. It's always energy shield and Heiner. Because he's going to be getting all the bless. And he's going to get the powerful and hopefully Fury later. -1 energy permanently or the best armor in the game, yeah. I know, it's a tough choice, isn't it? Also, here's Bell. So, fun thing for those wondering about Stanza. It is often nice to pick up Bell and then see if you can get it corrupted so that at combat start you can start with Stanza 2. So you don't have to wait for a whole turn to play the good Stanza 2 cards, like Conquest and Ballad of Evasion. Hold on, legit question. When you dodge a hit, does it proc Thorns anyways? No. If you have Evade, it does not proc Thorns. That's true for both you and the enemy. Okay. Let's get rid of some cards here. Fast Strike, Defense. I kind of want to keep one Fast Strike because I'm scared. Probably don't need 4 helping hands on Magnus. That looks better. Okay, Laia, your deck is too expensive. We don't need Benediction anymore. Guard is still kind of necessary. We're gonna buy Entrench on Magnus. And then we're gonna hope to get it upgraded. That's definitely happening. Probably could buy a second Divine Power on Laia. Hope for an upgrade later. Again, Laia is trying to do everything. I originally had Laia and Otis, and like just tried to focus on Heiner. That was a hard build to make work Act 1. It's a lot easier when you have Nenukil and a bunch of Thorns. Get rid of Burning Shot. Could buy our Caltrops now. Still probably one of our best buys that we could get on Nenu. Does improve his deck quite a bit. Also, this might be a tiny bit of a shorter stream. I can feel my voice getting tired. I'm gonna try to finish out this act, but probably not go too much beyond that. Okay, so we can get rid of this conviction. Maybe I shouldn't have done that? I don't know. It's debatable. Get rid of a clarity, perhaps. Purification's totally fine. Holy Nova. I mean, right now, 6 Sanctify on the whole team does feel great when we get to pull it off. But again, she's doing a lot. She's going to have less energy problems once we get the duality. So let's focus on duality as a thing. So we probably want to have an equal mix of warrior and cleric cards. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cleric cards and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warrior cards. So yeah, we're lacking warrior cards. We need to find and take more where possible. Bloodthirsty. God, there's so many fun leech runs I want to do as well. Blood Rage, not a bad card for Laia. We're going to be healing up probably a fair bit, especially if we have the energy to cast Holy Nova, or if we get maybe even Holy Storm upgraded. That could be nice for us. Yeah, I do like Blood Rage. Might buy a second Divine Power as well, just because it's good. I can't believe I'm not going to buy the best armor in the game. But it's looking like that's what's going to happen. I'm sorry. It's the correct move, though. We are going to upgrade Steelskin, I think. We want to be able to get a lot of block on Heiner. This is a way to do it. So, it's like Divine Power is already bought. We could buy and upgrade Caltrops. We could get Adrenaline on Nenu, which is also really good for him. We're going to keep other stuff. And then the Caltrops, we could buy the unupgraded version. It'd be good if we get a free upgrade. Doing a lot of things with reference to potentially getting a free upgrade. Evade and Thorns aren't good friends. They are not. If we entrench, we have the barricade. I do want to keep a way to attack on Magnus so we could heal off of Sanctify on his turn when necessary. It could be the shield stance does that for us, but we don't necessarily have it doing that for us. I think genuinely just buying more thorns, like getting more thorns out quicker, it's going to be the best thing for Nenu on the whole team. And we can do stone skin stuff later. So this seems okay. Laia, again, doing way too much. We need to upgrade Fortune Telling. We need to upgrade Divine Power. What? Oh, I upgraded Perseverance on her. Oh, God. Do I seriously not buy a Gladiator Helm? Oh, God. We take Energy Shield instead because that's what our whole build is pushed for. And I don't have a great way of getting energy gain. I don't know. This might not be the Energy Shield build that I want it to be. This might be another bad case of Energy Shield. I feel like I could maybe do a better run with Energy Shield and maybe do like a more direct carry Heiner early and then focus on block Heiner later. That's probably way better. Use people like Yager, set up with the carry early, maybe like Sigrun. Yeah. Yeah. I did just think of a better Energy Shield build. But we're going to try it on this run. If nothing else, then to show how bad it is. One thing is for certain. For how difficult it is to get and find this item and path towards it, and what you give up by pathing towards it, you don't need the -1 regeneration on this item. You just don't. So, only other question is, are we getting Asmodee on Magnus? It'd be nice to have the gladiator helm when... Oh my gosh, that would up our reactive laser damage so much. 45% more damage turn 1. Well, actually, by the time we play reactive laser, to be fair, it's going to be 40% more damage. And then a heal every fight and 18% more resist. I don't know. It's possible also just buying it on Nenu. Still pretty decent, though Shield of Thorns will get us more damage right now. Nenu is not going to be doing a ton of damage with Rage at all. Yeah, it's just not right for this run. I mean, like, it wouldn't be bad, but, like, this isn't the right run for it. And it hurts me more than it hurts you, trust me. Alright, I would love... I think another, maybe a fast divination or two could be very good for us. Some good cards we get. Another upgraded helping hand? Fantastic, actually. Coat of Arms, probably not. So that more or less lets us get rid of clarities. Thus making our pool a little bit better for Laia. Oh, we don't need both healing rains either. And we don't even want this healing rain doing what it's doing. At least we might want another healing rain later, but like not for these upcoming fights. Conviction's good for Mortis. How much do I even care about this Prayer of Protection? It's so rarely being played, but it will be played more later probably. So that's why we're keeping it for now. Laia's energy cost is bad for what we have, but it'll be helpful later. Let's get rid of the shackles for on Helping Hand on Magnus. That's a good change up. Could make the fast strike free. I know I want just like a free attack to hit for the Sanctify. Still don't feel like that's necessarily great. Could upgrade the repair armor to have 0 cost. Shield charge doing more damage is also really good. It's going to be a big source of our damage these upcoming fights. And then we want to see more punches on Heiner. I would take any punch that I see. We need more attacks on him in general. Or potentially energy. Could take Blood Rage on him as well. So let's do another fast divination. After leaving the dungeon, should I continue to the Heiner event path or up? Depends. Gonna take a pommel here, as sad as that is. And give me a second. I think you should go up if you don't have the portal. I hate the depends. Sorry. It just, if you have the portal, it's nice to take the portal, go all the way down, fight the Dryad, do all that sort of stuff, but you shouldn't go the Heiner path generally. You can get Forest Crown, but you're already playing with Sigrun, right? And you're playing at the lowest madness level, so Forest Crown's excess speed that you just don't need. Debating this other Holy Nova here. What did I say about Laia doing too much? This purple vigilance is like right in my face. I can't get over it. It's kind of too good to ignore. We already have a Trace too. It'll be really good some fights if we can fix his deck when we need to. There's a lot of times we want this purple vigilance. Yeah, if you go right and down slightly, you can pick up Forest Crown, but so yeah, go up to Yager's event. Exactly. I would say, yeah, you can go through Heiner's path and get the event. The reason I say go up is because you can hit a campfire, and if you have a cleric, you can remove the broken bones that you've picked up in your deck. Though that's probably less of a priority because you can get rid of those in town anyways. And also, I don't know if you got any. I don't think we take the Holy Nova. I don't have any broken bones, so nope. So yeah, you can go do the event where you talk about the horn. But honestly, going up gives you more combats, I think, so it's usually better. This is easy mode. Oh, that's just nice. Okay. Shoot. Yeah. I simultaneously feel like Laia needs more Holy Nova and less. I don't know. We'll just not take it. So her level 3s are going to be really good on everybody. What I do like about this team is every single level up is a huge power spike for the team and strategy. But we're playing at a deficit currently. We'll be doing the Iron Furnace as well on Heiner. I've decided, instead of doing Defense Mastery, we just didn't have enough perks for block and stuff. Going somewhat of the carry Heiner. Okay, so we picked up Pommel. We're able to get rid of the Intercept. That's nice. And then... I want to get rid of this hit and run, but I also don't want to get rid of this hit and run, you know? Alright, what are we going to upgrade here? I had something I wanted to upgrade. Right, it was like repair armors and stuff, wasn't it? It was something silly. I'm sure about it. But no, this will help us. Okay. Let's go. Oh, I shouldn't have spent all my gold. I just realized. Do I have a load that was like slightly earlier before I spent all my gold? I do. We don't get the Pommel Strike, we don't get the other thing, but that's probably fine. And then we still get to upgrade, I guess, Fast Strike at this point. Okay. Save the game. Go. Fly. We need 300 gold, don't forget. Would have gotten it anyways. Whatever. Defensive strategy is insanely powerful. Yeah. Beast first level card has to be the right one. Yeah, 100%. 100%. If you're going block at all, you definitely want that. Probably going to be picking up... I don't know, maybe I want a shield charge for this fight, actually. Just generally speaking. Then we need Reactive Laser. And Cat Guy's gonna go probably stealing some Fortify, doing some annoying stuff. Facing a number of DLC enemies here, so life's gonna be hard. We do have Taunt. Taunting right now is good for us. Oh, I didn't get that purple vigilance? Wait, really? I thought that was in our first fast divination. Is that in the second one? Now I really want to go back and do it. Hold up. Load 10 is here as well. Interesting. Okay. Hold up. Ah, it was there. Alright. That's fine, at least. What about Yager's event? Is that they switch my entire team? Do they always do that? Oh, you enter... Oh, the Wolf War. Sorry. Yager... You want to fight Yager and do that. You don't want to go to the Wolf War unless you want to unlock something. It's not bad, but you don't gain anything out of going to the Wolf Wars in subsequent runs. Again, unless you're looking for unlocks. Let's upgrade the Fast Strike to be free so that I actually use it to attack, and then we can get rid of the Healing Rain here and change this Healing Rain over. Then life is good. Save. Go. My bad. I wasn't sure what you meant by Yager event. There's the event where you fight the boss Yager. I thought you were referring to that. Yeah, but you do always want to fight Yager. So yeah, we're looking to draw Reactive Laser. Then we're looking to buff up Heiner. Then Magnus is hopefully going to get us Fortify along the way. Tons of Caltrops is great. Don't need Perseverance early. Could use the rest of this actually. Should have changed the uproot back to hitting all. It's a big mistake on my part. Hopefully won't be too bad though. Enemies are already taking a substantial amount of Thorns damage. Things are working great. Like I said, we are searching for Reactive Laser. Got it. Alright, Reactive Laser. Heat Laser. Actually, probably should do the Heat Laser first, technically. Ground Slam even isn't that bad. Mosquito Dying could be good. Then we need more block. Alright. Shouldn't be too bad of a fight. Slow Stero gets Taunt. That's great. Which one is Yager's fight? It's the one right before the Wolf Wars, if I'm not mistaken. But honestly, it's been so long since I've been to the Wolf Wars that, like, now I'm not sure. I blank that out in my mind. Oh, he stole Heiner's Thorns? What a jerk. What a guy. Mosquito's already dead. You have Evade, and I tried to target you, but I targeted the worm. Because he's got too fat of a body. He's immune to Sanctify, so I can't heal with Nenu. It's a shame. Blood Rage should be fine here. We have a Lay on pause. We want to buff up Heiner. So let him have some block. This is where things are going to hurt. But it's okay. They had Mark from Asmodee, so they didn't actually get to... Oh no, they used up their stealth immediately. That's not the way they're supposed to do it, right? Are they still playing cards in the wrong order? Is that what's going on here? Pretty sure that's what's going on here. It's definitely not how it's supposed to work. I don't see it being worthwhile to play the Fortify on anybody else. Or sorry, the damage with our block over Fortify. This guy's fast. Ow. Good thing he died to his attacks, otherwise we'd be dead. Okay. So, gotta slow these guys down. Gotta heal up. It's very important that we heal up. Hey, Divine Power. I forgot we had those in the deck. Alright. So we're gonna try not to win too quickly. What we need is attacks. So we can get rid of bleed on Magnus, perhaps. Heiner's full health, and that's great, but like... Can I slow this guy down? Yeah, I can get Magnus to attack at the very least. That's semi-helpful, because then he can heal up to full. Ooh, and better yet, he can actually shield charge heal up. And then let Nenu get a chance to go. Okay. It's not the end of the world. We have a lot less block than I was thinking we would have by this point in the run. But we're making do. And unfortunately he's too fast, so that's just gonna be him going and dying now. Darn it. Is that it? We just find adrenalines here? Alright. Sure. I won't say no. And then another helping hand upgraded. We say yes to that. Heavy Strike on Magnus is going to be a no from me, though. Even at purple. It's good base damage, but, like, we don't care about Magnus's damage, really. It's actually not even that much better base damage. Obviously, we don't get the fatigue, which is cool. But it's not that efficient of a card. Like, look at Pommel. Just look at Pommel. It's better. That's crazy. Except it doesn't draw you a card. I don't know. Heavy Strike is weak in general. Okay, so we save. We do need to spend the 300 gold to ask how the felines live. Then we gotta fight a Monty. And I can't afford to do pacifism. There is no way. Also, there's no rewards here that we care that much about, so we're not losing out on too much. Ooh, we managed to slow Monty. That was a nice slow. We are able to play Entrench early. There's another one of these fast birds. Oh shit, there's a Dream Pig. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. Oh no. God. Why does this enemy exist? They do so much damage. And they... Worse than that, they stun your front hero every single turn. It's not okay. Okay, Lay on Pause is going to be hyper necessary. Probably don't need Perseverance. Maybe we do need Barbed Wire. Yes, the complaining, my favorite part. Good, good. I'm glad it's your favorite part. The Dream Pig isn't okay, though. Everybody knows this. Okay, my plans changed immediately. Problem is, Magnus is like most of our team's block too outside of the Nenu. We got the reactive laser. That's nice. So just give Magnus like a little bit more block. Alright. Heiner's taunting, though. This is good for us. Kind of. It means at least probably Magnus won't die to the boar. This god skipping your turn is so brutal. I love this part because I'm here in bed knowing I won't ever have to deal with it. I just watch you suffer. Yeah. That's what I'm here for. I'm here so you can watch me suffer. Okay, heal Magnus. Get rid of the... everything on everyone. Where to start? Boy. 10 mark? Do I really have 10 mark on Heiner? Okay, we need all the caltrops. The bunny needs to die. We do have enough thorns. One divine power is definitely doing some work for us. And all the enemies are super fast. The boar is going to make Magnus sleep again, because it's fun when enemies don't let you have a turn. Heiner's taking damage through the taunt. Oh no, he's going to put Heiner to sleep. In some ways, that's better. We actually don't care about Heiner's turn that much. Interesting. I wasn't thinking about it, but like, that's very true. Oh, we don't get the Sanctify bonus here. We just care about Magnus's turn so that Heiner now can block. Weird as that is. I'm gonna use duct tape though. Then, yeah, that's actually a great turn for Heiner here. Although we don't have Fortify on anybody now that I look at it. So, maybe this is terrible? I'm flip-flopping. Going back and forth on this whole, is it terrible, is it not? Oh, the stun. God. Okay. We're alive. That's what matters. Shield stance. Honestly, it's just so we have another attack with shield charge. This isn't going to be the most useful time. Get a barricade. Then we need to dispel if we can, but we need to hit and run more so. We need to do a lot. I need to also have block for this turn. 45 block on everybody hopefully is enough. Honestly, I don't know. Okay. Get a little bit more healing. Yeah, actually, Prayer of Protection. It's going to be better for us. Then everybody needs to get an attack off. Except for Heiner. Heiner's going to be fine. I want to do, like, the lowest level attack. But I'm afraid that if we do, the boar dies. I'm afraid the boar's dead anyways. Yep. Ah, oh, that's so bad. God. God. This team is a lot more fragile than I want it to be. Save game. I will rebuild it. I have a trick for this. Oh, we have the Heron's Courage. That's not terrible. Eldritch Rift. It's another tough fight for us. The one saving graces, they don't do their damage particularly quickly. Barbed wire. We're going to get more value out of double barricade. I think I'm actually going to do even more barbed wire because we need the block. Block counting as an aura for these guys to reduce. It's always been very harsh. Lay on Piles was got. Okay. Okay, it's actually a really good hand on Laia. And they purge my Fortify? They purge my Fortify. Okay. So do we heal Laia or do we heal Magnus? I think I'm gonna heal Laia. Then we're gonna look for a reactive laser with all the Inspire in the world. And then we're gonna hope we don't die. Magnus gets sped up. Nenukil be sped up. We can get a bunch of block. And we could probably just draw into this punch here, right? It's not a terrible idea. Then we want divine powers later. Or soonish, really. The piercing howl that we were able to pick up pays off for us here. Laia can then go before a lot of the other guys. Okay. Ooh. This fight ended up fine for us. It's sketchy. It's very sketchy. But I think we're gonna be okay. Gets to steal our fortify. We have a divine power. It's gonna help us immensely. Gonna play the purification for next turn. Lose that on drawing our other divine power. We lost our thorns, which is bad because we lost it before this guy gets to go. But we still have the reactive laser. We lost our powerful as well. At least this guy, he has like no health left. Honestly, all we need is like a punch and he's dead. Oh, we took damage from the curse, so actually we don't even need that much. That's kind of funny. This guy's going very fast. Is that legal? Hold up, that doesn't seem right. Okay, we can make him go behind Magnus at least. Really, we're gonna have to worry about this guy this turn. Oh no, he hadn't lowered his health yet. We're actually fine. Wow. That was a great turn. Then we have a way to throw Taunt on our boy Nenu here. Oh, I shouldn't have actually finished that guy off. Because now he's going to summon 2 when he summons. But maybe we could do something about that? No. Not a chance. We can maybe do something about this guy, though. Yeah. Definitely. That we can definitely do. And then we could guard on probably Magnus so that he doesn't die next turn. Seems sensible. Another Riftling summon. Who cares? So, what area should I try to visit for the Thorns build? What maps? Yellow? Maybe the swamp? I have no clue. Yeah, avoid Sadi. That's a good idea. Don't go turquoise. The Thorns build, probably what you want to do is focus on building block. A place that can be good to go is the Redland. Picking up the wall by going in the center area for whoever's using Fortify can be very nice. Though, if you're using Bree, let's see, you're going... Oh, wait. Hold up. I mean, the Redland can be good because you can get money down that direction anyways, or you can go up top and you can pick up other Fortify areas. I would go wherever I went in the video that I put up. And no, I don't remember where that is. Oh, they summoned somebody in front, so I can't attack the 47 heal. Let me check. You want red blue, I think? Probably. That sounds reasonable. Ooh, Heiner's dealing damage. You'd love to see that. We don't have to deal all the damage right now. We're just gonna build a ton of block so we can deal more damage later. It's fine that they're stealing Nenu's taunt. This guy is super dead. Now we just have to be quick about killing these guys. Now it sucks that they're targeting our two guys who don't have thorns left. Shoot. How are we in danger right now? We're in so much danger right now. How did this happen to me? I need fortify. I mean, that's enough to finish off that guy, but the guy behind him is what I'm worried about. Nenu needs to be faster. It's all but a guarantee. Divine Power is probably what I should have played there. Not my brightest moment. Yeah, we can get rid of one of them. We can't get rid of the other unless we can speed up somebody else. We need to do more damage than we're doing. Or we just need to have a bunch of block. Maybe just a bunch of block. That could be our plan as well. So we'll do what little damage we can and then play as much block as I can. 58's pretty good. We're starting to get there. But we're not quite gonna get there. I think this is just gonna hurt. Block for Magnus, because I really just don't want him to be any lower than he is. Of course he hit Laia. Gosh darn it. What the heck? You want red, blue, I think. Let me check. You did green and then blue, apparently. It might have something to do with being terrified of Ignito. Might have been. I mean, you can go red, and red is fine. Sorry, I was really focused on that fight there. Also, Sir Key might be because I'm still playing low difficulty, but I feel the new DLC boss is way easier than the original one. Are you talking about the Saudi Isles one? The Rust King? I'm not sure. If you're talking about the newest new DLC, like the Necropolis Act 4 one, they are far easier than the regular bosses, in my opinion. Outside of like outside of the hallway fights being harder. Yeah, the vampire at the end of the castle, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the Rust King is definitely super duper hard. Purple flanking strike is not the worst way to get Fury in the world. It's not the best way to get. I'm not excited about it, but we transform to fire. It's a way to get Fury. I don't know. There's something to that. God, Laia's all over the place. Okay, but we made it through this fight. We get our level up. This is huge. We get purple dimensional crystal, which I don't even know if we're playing any spells in this entire run. Is Laia gonna play a spell? I guess we have Healing Rain. Is there any reason to go for Rust King nowadays? Complete Madness 18, I mean. Unless for a challenge run. There's some certain good items. One of the best items in the game can be found in the Rust Kings area. If you go to the top ship, you can find an item that gives you 30% discount on Magic Forge, altars, and item shops. On Madness 18, where your economy is super minimized, this is huge. This is a giant impact on the team's effectiveness. You basically are able to get whatever cards you want. Like, you can build your dream decks with small chest, and it's fantastic. So that's a big reason. Also, you can unlock Mimi, and Mimi is really good. Yeah, like, that's probably one of the best things to go there for. Mjolnir, as Kevon said, is also a really good thing to go for. So I like Eldritch Sword on Nenu. We can start taking less damage throughout the fight. I don't think we're going to be playing a spell on pretty much anybody. I feel really bad. I like Dimensional Crystal. I mean, it's a really strong card. Yeah, right? Like Crystal on Laia, but like, I guess maybe Holy Nova, Double Pause. Yeah, it's still good on Laia. I agree. God, I hate that we got rid of both rods. But I do think that's still worth it. It's just very good. There's a lot of fairly good doubles. Plus the Sanctify cards, I think, is actually what sold me on it. Okay. And then we could take just a 5% resistance ring. It's not going to really do anything for us, but it's... I mean, every percentage of resistance when you're at high resistances matters. This fight, we're fighting a squirrel. I don't like squirrels in this game. Let me be clear. We're not going to go for Zealotry. We're not going to go for the extra Zeal. We're going to go for the Warrior Duality. As cool as the extra Zeal would be to build up here, we need the energy on Laia badly. And then we could go for the Defense Mastery on Heiner. I mean, he still is going to be running some defensive cards, but he's running mostly attacks. And we care far more about the fire damage. So, it's definitely Iron Furnace here. This also gives us block. It's just so good. Iron Furnace is great, actually. And then Mounted Cannon is going to be a huge buff for Nenu. Remove 2 cards is good, but Noxious Parasites is hard for us in many ways. I'm going to try it. I don't think this fight's that bad for us, other than the dude who purges thorns. But it's fine. It's amazing you find so many creatures. I never find any. I have them unlocked, but I only find them like way later on the run. You start with a couple creatures now. How did you do that? Oh, you can buy creatures in town at the shops. Yeah. In town, you could do the town upgrades. I have you watched the beginner's guide that I put out? I thought I might have mentioned it there. If you haven't watched it and you're 50 hours in, that's actually like the perfect time to watch the guide. You did? Yes? Okay. I guess I didn't mention it there. Oh, you know where I mentioned town upgrades was in the... It was in my perks to rework video. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Town upgrades are huge. They're absolutely a massive buff to your adventure playthrough. Super worth having. Yeah, here's the double Laia pause we were talking about. It's true, it's still good. It's still very good. And I'm gonna play both. We have some Zeal there, and some defensive cards here, and some Helping Hand. I was wondering all these boxes I seem to find everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna help you out. You have a Purge block card? God, I hate that they have that. But look at our resistances on Nenu. You can see how many attacks he took right there, and we barely took anything. That is because we are very resistant right now. The Infuse, plus we had the Courage and the Reinforce. On top of the baseline resistances that we got. Like, the fact that we have 95% resist on slashing is really good. Alright, Squirrel's gotta go. Oh, the Squirrel's gonna slow Magnus again, isn't it? We've been unfortunately drawing our hatch cards. Oh no, they're not. They're gonna slow or attack Nenu, because of course they are. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, Piercing Howl's gonna be good for us. Now Wolfguard gives Nenu even better resistances. Yeah. This is the dream. So upgrade the city in the second map, for instance? Yeah, you can do it any time. Or any town. Sorry. You can definitely do it in the second map. Sure. Taking out a Scroll. This guy does a surprising amount of damage, so... Also gonna focus Bow down. And then... It's better than 1 Divine Power is 2 Divine Power. But genuinely, though, it's really good. This guy's gonna be a hard dude to take out. He's got a lot of fire resistance and doesn't light on fire. We have to beat him through Thorns, which will happen with Magma Blob eventually. But it's that eventually that I'm worried about. Do I want a Steel Skin? I don't know what I want to do. Something that guy down behind Laia seems good though. Okay. Right. Well, Nenu can go faster. That's also good, right? I hope. Still taunting. Now we have two mosquitoes. It's actually really scary for us. Should have left that spider alive. If we have to redo the fight, that's what we'll be doing. Though then again, if just one character dies here, that's not the end of the world. We're removing 2 cards, so... It's actually, it might be fine if Nenu dies. It might even be good. We should draw these hatches now, I think. Yeah. Alright, is there an optimal order to unlock stuff? Probably yes. Though, I would say that's going to be largely based on feels. Because, like, an optimal order for a more experienced player is probably going to differ from a less experienced player. Because, like, optimal order for me would be getting anything that lets me buy more cards more quickly or buy items faster and, like, more easily. Yeah, I think we want Nenu to die here. Maybe Magnus could die too. I have almost like 300 supplies. Nice. Yeah, I would say that in that case, almost certainly. I might be able to upgrade almost everything. Probably not everything. There's a lot on the tree to upgrade. But hopefully you'll be able to do quite a bit. Drawing the Hatch Curse for the Reactive Laser got them all. Now, unfortunately, our best Thorns applier is gone. And this guy purges block because he's an absolute jerk. So, the Thorns that we have is going to be... It's going to need to be enough. He's only taking... Oh, because he has 95% piercing resistance as well. Dear God. Yeah, I guess Lava Man is probably the end for us. Not the end of the run, just like... He's one of the hardest guys we could possibly fight. Just given how much resistance he has and how little reinforce we have. And the fact that he purges block and stuff. That's pretty bad for us. That holy damage did a lot. It's like... That's what I needed. Okay. Hold up, we're back to blunt damage actually. Which is perfect. But I think I want Laia to die at this point. So that... Yeah, we want Laia to die. So that he dies on his next turn. So that we're good to remove all the death doors. Cool. Then Heiner should be able to finish off any spiders by himself. Yeah, we're good. Okay, this is fine. Oh my beer. Wait a minute, I can create a freaking epic cards in the starting town now? Yes. Yeah. You can up until you start climbing madness levels where they take that ability away from you again. But yeah, you can make some really crazy decks early on very quickly. And is there ever too many caltrops? 4 is probably the amount that we want. We do have 2 adrenalines though. We might be able to play more. I don't mind picking a 5th caltrops here. I don't think we're ever going to play more than 5. Perseverance. Seems so unlikely that we're taking multiples, but like, we can try. Purple Sharpen is whatever. Also explains quite a bit. Yeah. I'm glad you found that though. This was good. I'm surprised. Did I really not put that in my like beginner's guide? I guess it was deck building and perks. Weird. I swear I had something on that, on the town upgrades. Gotta make more videos. So many more videos to make. Definitely get rid of the intercept on Heiner. Then, okay, start to get rid of helping hands if we get there. We won't just yet. We don't need hit and run anymore on Nenu. Guess I'm like unlikely to play a pair of protection here. Then probably less barricades is good-ish, kind of, maybe-ish. Maybe one less intercept. Okay. We go here, we know how to deactivate the thing, because Laia's here, then we gotta go to the right after this fight. Poison fields is a little bit hard for us. We have a slime. Slime's really difficult, except we do fire damage so we can get through them. I think we'll be able to get through this all. I think we do poison fields and we get some more money here. The church is huge now. Yeah, get ready to select through a ton of cards. It is funny how like when you play at Madness level 0, you can you have kind of a very similar experience to high Madness levels. Alrighty. Caltrops is a go. Am I really gonna be able to finish off the jelly too fast? I bet the jelly will die quicker than most things, given their situation. Sorry, that didn't go anywhere. Play Perseverance, maybe? Probably not. No, actually, now that I think about it, almost certainly not. Shoot, we didn't get a lot of thorns on us early. We needed that for the jelly. So what do we got? We got Divine Power. So that changes everything. Unfortunately, can't quite get to play Perseverance. Maybe we could have if I did that better. No, no way. Maybe. Actually, wait. Maybe? Okay, heat laser first. Maybe flanking strike first. Well, no sense in arguing now. We're not gonna get the jellyfish down in time. Almost certainly. Magnus can have his fortify back. Really looking to upgrade that entrench at some point. No surprise call-in is nice to see. Happy to see the piercing howl as well, so we can slow down that darn jellyfish. Okay, they do electric nova first, so I think they'll die immediately upon attacking us again. Not to mention we could put even more flames on them. Any bleed we really need to watch out for? No. I think just double caltrops here, then stone skin. Then I guess we could do strong magnet. It's fine, probably. We don't want to put a ton of burn on this guy because he does damage equal to his burn, and then they do damage equal to their fast. Yeah, they're all really quite annoying with that. The slime we also want to take down because they keep purging block, and I hate that. I think this guy also purges block because life is pain. Yeah, jellyfish does make them all go down. Ooh, poison fields with the slime. I guess that is a little bit tricky. Then Heiner did get disarmed because of the taunt. That's unfortunate. They taunted in really bad ways for us there. Don't know that I played that out right. Still blocked for Heiner. I guess attacks are not going to be what we want to see. We want to have Dispel so we can get rid of the poison on Nenu. That seems like the next best thing we could find, and then these guys are going to be hard to take out. Yeah, that's going to be bad. Disarm is a mechanic in this game. It definitely exists. Alright. Magnus kind of took care of himself. The real issue is going to be Nenu. He's going to have a hard time. However, maybe this isn't too bad. He can still attack and heal up thanks to the Sanctify that we're putting down. Oh, he's going to do the fast transfer burn. We shouldn't have put any more burn on him. That was a mistake. So we do a Blood Rage and then we could heal off of Holy Nova. But we might as well save ourselves energy. Heiner still has block. He summons a Raider. We're about to lose most of our block and die next turn. Good, good. All is going according to plan. Sorry, what? That steel skin just... Hold up. That steel skin just got me nothing, right? Quick load. So we go down to 6 block, right? I have 5 fortify. There we go. I don't know what is causing that bug sometimes, where cards just don't do their effects, but I wonder how many times I've missed that. Hopefully not a lot, but that's like really... That's really bad. What a bug. Okay. Do a shield charge there. Sanctify heal. Not be disarmed on Heiner. then get to have Perseverance. Dispel. Heiner's gonna do 97% more damage now. So that's cool. I love seeing that. Alright. I think we're through the worst of it. Should be the most these guys can do, really. Yeah, that's gonna be a ton of damage off of Heiner here. And he disarms Magnus. Yeah, we don't care about that at all. Easy game. Okay. Shield charge. And this guy just isn't gonna take any fire damage. That's okay. We don't actually care that much. Great. Ooh, a lucky Jade Scarab here. Perfect timing. We don't really do much automatic damage, so we should be okay. I almost wish I had a way to slow Heiner down. That guy can go. We don't want to win too fast. I'm going to take out the Jade Scarab with Heiner, aren't I? Wait a second. No, Heiner, don't do it. Don't do it. Hold up. Oh, we didn't do it. Oh, the burn didn't get him. That's so lucky. Okay. We get the money. That's nice. I could use the money. And we can just fast strike. That's an easy fight. Okay. Alright. Heiner has so many energy problems. It seems absolutely insane to take the energy shield here. And that's what we're doing. Considering it's almost 6 AM for me now. Yeah, I'll be signing off soon myself. Alrighty. This is what we came here for. There's energy shield. It is certainly an armor of all time. Holy Hammer's great. We only have one cleric. I kind of want to take Clergy Amulet as well. We're not attacking a lot with Laia though. So in some ways Clergy Amulet's better because we're mostly getting Sanctify off of Jellyfish. So I think we stick with that game plan. As good as Holy Hammer would be in the later stages. Save game. Heavenly Armaments. Not really something I want to do. I'd like to check out the exotic shop, but it's not going to be good enough. Not even purple. Not even purple. The purple doesn't make it that much better, to be honest. It almost doesn't matter. It's almost 6 AM for you here, too. Oh, this guy does damage based off thorns. Okay, yeah, we do have to kill the Lancer immediately. That's super important. It's like mandatory we take out the Lancer immediately, actually. How about we pile less thorns on ourselves? He's doing oppression. And we have, well, that's not too bad. That could be worse. But we still have to focus him down. I hate the spider as well. The spider sucks. There's Conviction. There's Divine Power. There's our energy. Oh boy. Oh god. Next time we stream better be at a better time for us. Almost certainly will be. Oh, there goes Flanking Strike. Love spiders. I do Reactive Laser here. Yeah, at least get an attack. Block. Get some burn going. And alright. That's not too bad. No, we're gonna need to like pump up those divine powers substantially in order to get some real use out of them. We need Laia to upgrade those already. There goes Caltrops. I think we continue our focus on the Lancer. The Lancer's just extremely worrying to me. They shouldn't be able to beat me this turn. They can't. The energy shield isn't even all monsters? Oh, God. Sorry, I just noticed that. Man, that thing sucks. Fusion laser gonna do wonders later? Yeah, also too many lasers. Also have to go red for the extra laser? Oh, 100%. Yeah, I definitely want to go red. There's the extra Taunt Tyrant's necklace as well that could be good. But I think red is just more fitting for this run in particular. Okay, we need Laia to be able to heal up. Sorry, I just noticed my bad item's even worse. Yeah. Yeah. It's even worse than I was thinking. I don't know why I thought it hit all monsters. I guess I just had like some weird hope for it to be halfway decent at all. It's so bad. It needs like it could be substantially buffed and still not be very good. We know it's better not to touch it. So glad we get to do nothing over here rather than get items and rewards over here. It's wonderful. Now let's see if we can answer this quiz. Isn't it Helen? No, wait, it's Carme, right? Anyone actually know the answer? Didn't we do this one recently? I swear we did this one recently. Excuse me. What's the questions? Carme, right? It's gonna be Carme? Yeah, it's Carme. Yeah. I'm starting to remember these now. Laia was the first Paladins, I know that. Has anyone, Paradox, ever asked you what balance changes you would do? No, I don't think they particularly care. And honestly, nor should they. I will offer that for free. I do participate in the beta. So there's also this. The Juggernaut, right? It's something I was musing over, thinking about. The ultimate Taunt tank would totally use the Juggernaut, right? Or would they? Gloves of Agility for Laia could be very nice. I love the Tesseract. Tesseract's cool. It's hard to use, though. They know who they should ask if they want a good balance. And you know who I'm thinking about? I mean, if they want a good balance, I'm definitely the one to ask. But no, there's lots of people out there. Lots of people who play the game a lot who will offer good balance updates and suggestions. But I think it's very important to keep in mind all the different players and play types of the game. There's definitely a discussion to be had on like who to cater to in terms of balance. I think Icebreaker should get a buff. Who said that? Reduces the cost of your highest card by 5 or something like that. It reduces the cost of 7 by 2. It's okay. Oh, there's a better version of... Oh, you're thinking of Destiny. Yeah, Destiny is insane. Sorry. Destiny is crazy. Purple is the cost of the 2 highest cards by 5. Yeah. Gloves of Agility, really good here. I just remembered that the Juggernaut existed. I'm not going to lie to you all. So, okay. As far as taunt cards go, there's not a lot. Most of them are on the warrior side. And mitigate's great. Mitigate's fantastic. You can play a lot of taunt that way. But only other card that taunts is Icebreaker. I think it's the saddest card in the game. I'll start with Tremors and why. Tremors is pretty bad. So we're not doing Juggernaut. This is not a run that we're set up to do Juggernaut on. I could pick up Durandal on Laia here. It's not actually that much better, but it is a little bit better for her. Though she's also in need of like better armors. Like honestly, Gloves of Agility for Laia could go a long way. And then Magnus, we like the extra block. The extra resistances are fine. Pointy Hat would be fine here too. I think we're skipping everything else. Alright. If you're going red, then improved laser as well? Absolutely. We are getting improved laser. Okay, remove 2 cards. Don't need to do that unless we're afraid we're going to die here. I don't think I should be. Cold Hands is actually kind of hard for us as well. We don't want Purple Baptism, I don't think. So yeah, save the game. Let's go. Definitely trying to fire off my lasers. I'm going to pick up Guard on this occasion with Magnus. I just feel like that's going to be better. That's the worst draw Nenu could have done. I like Divine Power, though. It's a good set of cards. Spell might be good, actually. Do I keep this hand? Maybe I get rid of one of those cards. And then everybody's going to be a Fire Lord, which is pretty bad. I think the laser takes precedent over Cold Hands now, since it's played after. I believe it does. I mean, they didn't really offer me anything I cared about. I think. Unless I'm horribly mistaken. Yikes. Do I play the Perseverance? Do we get the ultimate, like, tank online? Look at that. Look at those resists. Look at that block. Are there any infinite combos in this game? Plenty. I don't know about plenty. There's one infinite combo. So, okay. On Low Madness, yes. There's plenty of low madness things. Yeah, Warrior, Priest, and Scout can all go infinite. You need Monoloop, ideally, for a number of those, or you need some purple cards to reduce energy permanently on certain cards that draw. But one of the main reasons you can't go infinite on Higher Madness is because of this. I think once you hit like Madness 2, maybe even 1, you hit Exhaust, and Exhaust makes it so every time you draw through your deck, everything starts costing 1 more, and it keeps going and going. Joke's on you with Lifebinder's Ashes. Every character can go infinite except for pure mages. That is true, but you would need to have a guaranteed find of Lifebringer's Ashes for that to be realistic. Also, it's really hard because unlike Navalia's passive, Navalia is like the one true character that can go infinite because she, when she dies, gets too invulnerable. When you're invulnerable, you ignore the effect of Exhaust. And that makes it a lot easier for her to go infinite. The infinite that you can get going very easily, I'll show. If you look up my build, I think I have like infinite across the Obelisk. You should be able to find it there. That is the one that I first found for Madness 18. Or Madness 16, yeah. It's just a 1-minute video. Here, I can paste it in chat, I think. You did give tech for any character in Lifebinder's Ashes. I'm not going to go out there and say that it's good. Navalia's already isn't really good. While doable, it doesn't... It's not like it's strong, you know what I mean? I want to remove that guy's block, if I had to guess. I recently killed Basset when infinite with Nav. Going infinite on the Basset fight is the easiest fight to go infinite on, though. Oh, it's pretty bad even, but it's so funny. It is funny. But on the Basset fight, any of those characters can go infinite, and the easiest way to do that is to steal her invulnerability. You need to purge the rest of her buffs, and then steal invulnerability with a purple Rifty. Purple Rifty steals an aura. And then if you set that up on your carry, they have invulnerable for that turn, and then they can cycle through their deck. What was the Priest Infinite combo, though? I kind of forgot. Okay, I forget. Yeah, I'm like, does the Priest combo? I think there's a way. I think it requires purples. Could be wrong. We need heals. Expected Prophecy and flashes. But those... Oh, and Mana Loop? Do you still need Mana Loop for that, then? Because none of those draw without costing energy. Or rather, like, another better way to say that. They take energy. Yeah, you need loop. Yeah. We can have Heiner go first. That's probably fine. This guy's gonna taunt with his own reactive laser. He thinks he can out laser us. We'll show him. We got the best laser in all the land. Nevermore has pretty broken infinite too, by the way. That makes way more sense, I mean. But again, I don't think any of the infinites are... the only infinite I think is actually, like, genuinely kind of good is Navalia's. Just because it's so easy to pull off in, like, a normal run. With cards that are already, like, good. It's almost guaranteed for Nevermore to go infinite. With his level 3, Nevermore can go infinite so easily. What? What does his level 3 do? Don't cards cost more when you redraw them? Wait, what? It's permanent? Oh. Okay, that does change things. I thought... Did they fix that? I could have sworn they cost more when you redrew them. You have free flash and buff forever. You have Guardian Angel. Yeah, that seems actually pretty easy. Sorry, I didn't realize that his thing was permanent there. It's bugged, I think. Ah. That would make more sense. Then Mid said it was getting worked on. Fair enough. I mean, I guess that's cool. People can abuse it while it's here. Oh, we were able to heal pretty well off that fight. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be very hard for me to hit this guy in the back. We have a lot of front targeting attacks. I could do one draw here. It's not particularly good. Let's have Magnus have Fortify. Probably need it. He's going to apply all his burn to me, isn't he? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Get more shards from this fight. It's good for us. Oh, the heat laser. Oh, the reaction. All the reactive lasers. That's great. That was beautiful. I'm still doing 8 damage with 8 less? Something was weird about that. I felt like I was doing significantly less damage than I should have been. Reinforced steel could actually be nice for Magnus. There are times we'd want this. We don't have the steel skin option, unfortunately. I do want another piercing howl, actually. It also might be more important that we shield for the entire team. Let's take a piercing howl now. Save game, create a bass set for the victory, and then... Oh, you know what I just remembered? Mortis is actually really hard for Thorns. I just remembered that. I was like, this should be the easiest fight. But no. This fight can be actually really, really scary. I don't know about for reactive laser, so we'll see. But I do recall Thorns is a problem. We're gonna need to find Divine Power. We're gonna set up with they nerf Nevermore's red runes. Are they still OP? Did they do a patch? Did I miss a patch or something on Nevermore? I feel like I'm not all the way in the loop here. Something happened there. Okay, we want reactive laser. Think we like shield charge. He's gonna one-shot you out of nowhere. That's how you deal with the redraw cost increase on Thorns build when you need to cycle like 30 billion times. The redraw cost is only on the turn, like if you're drawing more cards. Shuffling your deck normally, you don't have that issue. It's only when you're drawing the cards during the like same turn. So like for instance, if I'm drawing with Bluff constantly, and like say I had 0 cards left in deck and then I had to reshuffle my discard here, anything that was in the discard pile would cost 1 more. And then it'd be in the deck that costs 1 more until my next turn as the character. Ooh, heat laser. It's not bad still. Wasn't what I was planning to do. Still could be quite good. Okay, hopefully we draw a howl here. No howl yet. No howl ever. Good. Just what I like to see. Life is gonna be pain. This guy hurts. The reason that these guys are bad for Thorns, by the way, is because all the priests, when they hit, they don't proc Thorns. And that's the main issue. Alright, maybe somehow we could take this guy down quickly. Yeah, so preventing infinites, that's fine. Yeah, basically. Yeah, the only reason infinites are possible is by infusing invulnerable, because exhaust is a curse. Yes. Exactly. Okay. Might still be able to do this. Of course, draw Divine Power there. Heiner's taunting, so I think he's still the most likely to die. We need Magnus to be able to heal, so we'll get rid of the decay. And this guy's gonna get a fat heal on turn 3, I think. That guy's stealthed, unfortunately. Not my finest turn. Mostly playing a buff for an hour straight is not fun. It can be. Alright, did we die? We did not die. Heiner's resistances really saved us there. The courage paid dividends. We still lost all our block easily. Is there a hero you'd like to fall back on or really like to use? Reginald and Heiner would probably be the easiest answers there for me. Heiner's good for a lot of challenge runs. He's good for going second teams, just generally. There's a lot to love about Heiner. And then Reginald is also good for a lot of challenge runs because he self-scales so well. Gosh, that darkness explosion really hit us hard there. Holy crap. We're going to be able to heal up a ton, though. Like, a ton. Okay. Guard is good. Probably not necessary. Okay. We're back on track. The Dark Explosion is not killing us. God. Yeah, these guys, the freaking cast getting rid of our block. It's a problem. I guess I need the proximity mines back on top. Yeah, that guy can die now. We're full-ish health. This guy's gonna heal though. God, that hurts. Damn. Yeah, this is really hard. He's so bad against so many teams, except for this exact type of team that wants to let him attack. It's really funny. Okay, and there's the exhaust mechanic in play where this punch now costs energy. Probably want to slow this guy down. Oh, we're frosted. We can't slow anybody else down. Oh no, that's right. This is where we lose. Oh god. Why do the enchantments work the way they do? Magnus is just dead. Laia's just dead. Courage be damned. That's insanity. Oh god. The pain. The true torment. The first impression of Trash Comps was the ATO streamer good at playing Heiner. That's pretty funny as a first impression. I do like Heiner a lot. He's just a good boy. Alright, I think we win after this next turn, but oh my god. Laia's up there too. Laia's really good. I mean, I like... Of the characters I like the most. Oh my god, they killed Heiner. They actually killed him. Frickin' Scourge. Dude! Yeah, it's so bad for Thorns. Oh, we actually lost this fight. Yeah, we're obviously gonna retry this combat. This is likely doable, but it's gonna be pain. Okay. After this fight, we're signing off. We can do this. These enchantments are the ultimate counter to Thorns. Mortis is my favorite boss. He's like the easiest boss for any other team in the game. Okay. Still need to take down Skelly Boy first. Look at that damage output. Yeah. He's got insane damage output. Particularly against teams that don't have a high amount of dispel and are relying on like if you can kill the clones, the damage output's a lot lower. If you can just like dispel a ton, like he's not that bad. Like he's the easiest boss in the game. Outside of like maybe some mini bosses. But in this instance, I'm gonna keep that Laia on pause. In this instance, he's a pain. Scourge really kills you slowly and painfully? Yeah, like with all the chill and everything. Like, Heat Wave would be another solution to this, but we don't have a mage, so it's not actually a solution for this team. It's just, they deal, like, a bunch of damage without actually hitting you. And it's already hard to make enemies take damage while hitting you. I guess we could, like, maybe get rid of bleed. I don't think I care about taunt that much. Maybe just so we have extra buffer there. I think also finishing off Mortis faster is going to be good for us. There's a lot of things I want. Yeah, we're not taunting just yet. It's part of our problem. There's Divine Power. Intercept. He's gonna play Barbed Wire anyways. We have the heal. Alright, let's try to do what we can here to not die. So he laser's nice. Might want to play the guard even. We could just also finish this guy. So Magnus is in dire straits. Let's save on this turn. We can't actually finish this guy, but we slowed him down, which is great. Heiner's taunting, which is also good. Holy shit, the damage. Laia's just dead. Oh, Scourge. Scourge, you bane of my existence, you. Alright. So how does Laia not die here? I think it's a multi-pronged answer. We need to retake speed control. But he's stealth, so we can't retake speed control. That's genius! Oh my god, that's amazing! Incredible. Okay, Laia's just dead this time. Oh, jeez. I might come back to this fight at the start of next stream. I don't know if I can handle this tonight. I forgot how hard Mortis was gonna be for exactly this build. Who needs reactive laser procs or anything like that? Magnus is obviously super dead. Can the last stream of the year on a loss? I can and will. Is this the last stream of the year? What the heck? Crazy. It's okay, that's why the start of the new year, the comeback, That's the real amazing moment. We've had 3 reactive laser procs, because Dark is also just really bad for this. It's comical how bad this team is set up for Mortis. And I just, like, completely forgot. I should remember by now. Because it does damage to the sides, too. This is, like, impossible to keep up this much block. This is where Bree would be a million times nicer than Magnus to have. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to end the last stream of the year, I guess, on a loss. And we'll come back at the start of the new year with a fresh plan, a fresh perspective, and we'll win. We're not gonna like quit the run. I think there's a way through this fight. We have a scry, we have a fortune telling. We need to figure out where best to put those. And we'll do that next time. But I do hope that you all have a great day or night, wherever you are. And if you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. I'll try to work on guide videos when I get the chance. Like I said, they do take a lot of time. I'm working on trying to see if I can maybe, like, if I don't have to put as much, like, pictures or graphics or anything, it's easier. I could just talk. And then, like, have B-roll footage in the background. But those, I think, are just lesser quality videos and probably won't be as helpful. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a faster way of me doing it, but until then, until like I figure out the fastest way, it's gonna be a little bit tricky. But I hope you all have a happy new year, and I'll see you in the next one, probably, right? Because is this last? What? This is like the last day of the year. Oh my gosh! I'm like trying to look for the date on my computer. It is last day of the year. Wow, the 30th. Okay. Yep, well, good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye.